Okay, we're hot, Phil. This is just an audio test to see how it's going to sound on YouTube. We got a few people checking in early. Our pregame will start at 6:30. We're just going to see how this sounds on the phone. 1 second. This is just an audio test to see how it's going to sound on YouTube.
We're hot. Good news, bad news.
Okay.
Everything's working.
Okay.
I don't know how good it's working on the course.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
It's always a little challenging over here.
Yeah.
You might have to be on the
Maybe there's no
side.
setup.
Wherever it works.
Okay.
Works.
But you see, there's water next door. There's water.
Okay.
You got your own headset, right?
Do not.
Do not.
I have headphones.
Oh, yeah, give him a headset. Oh, we don't have the thing, do we?
I had the splitter. We have one.
We got the splitter, but I'm saying we don't have the thing that'll plug into the splitter, do we? Oh, yeah, we do, for mine.
Yeah.
Right? Should be right here.
No, it's in my.
Oh, it is? The splitter's already on it. Already get it.
I took it off.
Oh, you did?
So that's for after, right?
After, yes. This. I mean, you don't take it right the second, but it's all right here.
Okay.
Where's his headsets for the game? Use those?
Or is whatever here goes with it. Because Brandon has those for the camera.
So when we do the interview, we just take mine off and hand it over?
Or you can use your earbuds.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be very loud.
Well, couldn't he
These.
if I use a different headset, could he use those? Could he use mine?
Would you want to use something like this?
Would that be better?
It's whatever you guys.
Oh,
whatever you guys are comfortable having use.
No, I don't use anything. I'm just trying to make sure we got the parts.
Yeah.
Because he can use mine, right?
Yeah. We built Phil for this purpose.
Here you go. Here, right here. That'll plug right in. You don't need this, obviously, but if you ever want to feel like a coach or important stuff, I mean, not that I ever did that. And here you go, bud. You need that for post game. You want a backpack so you don't have to carry all that around?
I mean, I had that bag, but the backpack would be cooler.
Let's see, where's my backpack?
Is that it?
I mean, you are in live, so.
Hey,
That's what I said
It's
earlier.
going to be my argument. I don't know about who else.
Exactly what I said earlier.
It's supposed to be cold. You guys know. Is that closed? We should.
No, yeah. Figure, bud. Just put everything in there. That'll be a little easier for you.
And which ones are the spare headphones that we would use for?
Right there.
Right.
So just put that in the splitter. You got that, right?
Yeah, it's in my back pocket.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
put that in here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, just wherever you want to keep it. But I'm just saying for the post game.
I'll give those to BB.
Checked all the batteries. You're good. Yeah,
What
it
else?
should be good.
I just want to make sure it's on here. And it's still going to be pretty static today.
I hope not. It's just
I think with
we've been live the entire time. People have been enjoying our on YouTube anyway.
I
So.
think with the
It's 10 great people listening. So
I think with the with those headphones, I think it'll be better for you than it was last week.
hopefully, or worse,
Or worse.
because it'll magnify it more.
Right.
Yeah, amplify it. Yeah,
Right.
sorry. All right, Part, you hear me?
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay.
You want this on? Okay.
Is that on?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make sure it
Good.
works. So
Check.
Yep.
turn that up a little bit louder, but yeah. Okay.
You should be good, bud.
Great.
And then you can go out there and just kind of walk to across the side.
Yeah.
Just test it and see if it'll come on
See
the
what
other side.
see where it's gonna be comfortable for you.
Huh?
Now
Oh,
you can hear it.
Yeah.
It's muted.
Jones looking for Keenan Webb, has a step on the receiver, and it's good. It's 5, touchdown, Guthrie Bluejays. And the Guthrie Bluejays are state champions for the first time in school history, and they are celebrating on the field.
The following is a production of Guthrie Football, 4-time state champions.
Staley gets the snap. He's running with it left side. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Guy Staley and the Blue Jays regain the lead.
Next time that I talk to you, I will be talking to the greatest team in Guthrie High School history.
The Blue Jays are looking to add yet another gold ball made of Guthrie blue.
Ryan Dutton takes the snap, and there you have it. The 2011 Class 5A state champions are your very own Guthrie Blue Jays for the third time in school history, and they have dashed onto the field. Motion to the left side. They run to the left side with Alexander. Across the 5, to the 1. Touchdown! Ida Alexander! And for the fourth time in school history, the Guthrie Blue Jays are your Class 5A state champions, and strike up the band one final time.
One thing that will never be replaced is MTXE. Mental toughness, extra effort.
It's being determined to win in the face of all odds, all obstacles, and coming together as a unit to accomplish that.
Year after year, the Blue Jay offense is amongst the most prolific offenses in all of Class 5A.
Option reverse to Callens. Callens looking to throw. Wide open. Blaze Hastings, can they connect? He does! Touchdown, Blue Jays! Reverse pass, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Strike up the band.
It's that time again. It's time for Blue Jay football.
Hit hard. Landry Chapel gets every Blue Jay fan off their seat.
It's now.
Strike up the band.
On the Guthrie Radio Network.
Guthrie football. Open up minds. It's time to go.
Launch authorization received. Countdown sequence initiated.
3, 2, 1.
Guthrie Football 2018 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Guthrie North Church, love God, love people, follow Jesus. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by F&M Bank, Signal Financial Management, Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Nelson Monument Company, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Radio Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
The Guthrie Blue Jays are on the road to conclude the 2018 high school football regular season. With a playoff berth already in the bag, the Blue Jays play for pride here in Southwest Oklahoma. Good evening. I'm Chris Evans, and this is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show from Cameron Stadium on the campus of Cameron University here in Lawton for tonight's contest between the Lawton Eisenhower Eagles and the Guthrie Blue Jays. Join me here in a few minutes with the call of the game will be Phil Nichols and Craig Fleck. We broadcast on Hot 93.7 FM and online at Guthrie Sports Page, Guthrie News Page, and the Guthrie News Page mobile app. Guthrie enters with a 7-2 overall record, 4-2 district record, and a guaranteed third-place finish in the district, which means a first-round playoff trip next week to Altus or Duncan. Lawton Ike will finish their season tonight as they enter with a 2-7 overall record and 2-4 in district play. On their home turf, the Eagles are in danger of going 0-5 with the loss here this evening. We'll continue after opening timeout as we count you down to kickoff. Next, we take a look at Lawton Eisenhower. You're listening to the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show in Lawton on the Blue Jay Radio Network.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Welcome back. Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues on Hot 93.7 FM. Oklahoma Farm Bureau is your central location for all your insurance needs. Contact Merritt Roberts at 282-2266, Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Lawton Eisenhower qualified for the Class 5A playoffs a season ago thanks in part to R.J. Fisher. With the graduation of Fisher, the Eagles have struggled for success and will play their final game of the season here tonight. Guthrie, with a 7-2 overall record, 4-2 district record, they're guaranteed to finish third in the district, which means a first-round playoff trip to either Altus or Duncan. Lawton Ike enters with a 2-7 overall record and 2-4 in district play. The Eagles start the season by going 0-4 before getting a Week 5 win over Northwest Classen. The Eagles' offense has struggled to find points all year. In the 6 losses, they have only managed to score 58 points and were shut out by McGinnis and Piedmont. Overall, Lawton Ike is allowing 38 points per game. The Blue Jays, who were defeated on this field a year ago to the Eagles, will look to get into a rhythm tonight as a tall challenge awaits next week in the playoffs. Guthrie is coming off a home loss to McGinnis. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
The Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues next.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Welcome back. Chris Evans here on the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Time now to take a look at some of the key games and standings in Class 5A as we enter Week 10 of the season. Well, the big game this week in the state's second largest class takes place in Oklahoma City as Carl Albert takes on Bishop McGinnis for the district championship. The Titans and Irish have played the last 2 state championships and tonight play for the district title. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Guyman is taking on Northwest Classen inside Taft Stadium. Both teams are aiming for their first win of the year. A playoff spot is on the line tonight in Piedmont as the Wildcats host Woodward. The winner clinches their spot in a first-round playoff game in Ardmore, while the loser's season comes to an end. Other key games come in District 1. Ardmore will clinch the district title with a win over Western Heights. The second spot will be up for grabs between Altus and Duncan. The winner gets a home playoff game against the Blue Jays, while the loser will finish third. It will be on the road for round 1. The final playoff spot in District 1 comes down to El Reno and Lawton MacArthur. Both teams are 3-3. El Reno looks to get back in the playoffs, while Lawton Mac attempts to continue their 19th straight winning season, which is the longest streak in Class 5A. We'll keep you posted throughout the night on the scores and scenarios. Next, Phil and Craig join me as we get set for the Escort Chevrolet's keys to the game, the Mercy Health Report, and the kickoff between Guthrie and Lawton Ike. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When it's time to buy your next new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, please think of John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie. We're just right around the corner from where the Blue Jays win football games. We work, shop, and worship in the same community as you. John Vance and his family and employees are usually in the stands rooting for the Blue Jays just like you. So keep us in mind and know we'd appreciate your business and promise to show it.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35 exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the call of tonight's game. Here's Chris Evans, Casey Porter, Phil Nichols, and Craig Fleck.
Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show continues Cameron Stadium on campus of Cameron University. Glad to have you on this Friday night, Week 10. Regular season finale. Hard to believe. It just seems like, Phil, week 1 was just, we're getting ready for week 0, actually. And fast forward, it's amazing how fast it goes. We say that every year, but it's really true how fast it goes.
It truly has. This season's went quicker than any season we've done, I think, Chris. And to top it off, last regular season game, and I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other.
And you're talking low. This is very.
Well, I'm been practicing mirroring. So you're reading this book where you mirror other people's person. It's not working well for me.
I've never had to actually turn you up in the pregame.
Do you like that?
That is
this better?
It is a lot better. We'll have to turn it down here in a little bit. But
well, I'm using a backup headset.
Yes.
Parker came in here and took my headset right off my head.
Well, I mean, Parker wanted it, so we gave it to Parker.
Of course. Superstar.
Absolutely. Let's go downstairs with Parker. And, Parker, this is a field that the Blue Jays really haven't had a whole lot of success, including last year's setback. And we'll talk about a big part of that. R.J. Fisher graduated. We'll talk about but it hasn't been a great place. There's been some good victories by the Jays on here, but there's some bad taste as well.
Guys, I'm having flashbacks down here. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, not if it's from last year, it's not.
I mean, 2 years ago even. I mean, this has not been a good place. Hopefully we kind of reverse that tonight.
Yeah.
And we bring that up because I can't remember, 41-20, 41-20, something like that last year. A big part of that was R.J. Fisher. And Phil, he was a one-man machine, great quarterback, great baseball player as well.
Great kid.
But you got a little bit of a catch up on him.
Yeah, I was speaking with, of course, we all heard that he was being recruited from the academy, and then everybody saw that he had chosen the academy, the Air Force Academy, and went to Colorado Springs, was there for a short period of time, decided it wasn't for him, which, just so everybody knows, that's not that unusual, the service academies, and came back home after a couple days, reported to OSU, doing really well on the walked on at OSU, doing really well. Of course, his dad played running back at OU back in the day, but he walked on at OSU and was playing that inside receiver, doing very well. And unfortunately, blew his knee out in a scrimmage catching a touchdown pass, and is now rehabbing. But very much OSU really likes him. And I told Chris on the way up, I would be shocked if we don't see that young man on the field on Saturdays for OSU before it's all over.
Absolutely. Good athlete, and we'll go a little bit further here in a little bit, but time now to go downstairs with tonight's national anthem.
We ask you to make sure you remove your hats. This evening, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, will be sung by senior members of the Eisenhower Corps under the direction of senior Melody Garden.
And there is tonight's national anthem here at Cameron Stadium, Cameron University, alongside Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. This is the Interbank Blue Jay kickoff show. And last week the broadcast felt like there was 25 of us working, but there's 4 of us here tonight. Craig Fleck has the
homesick
with the deal, and Aaron unable to join us here tonight. But hey, 4 people. So the scoreboard will be a little bit different tonight, and I'll be operating the scoreboard. So if there's something wrong with it, contact Phil, and he'll be glad to take care of that. But Craig's sick. Aaron has something come up. You're blind.
Well, blind in one eye. Can't see out of the other.
Okay, that's right. So it might be a good show between Parker and I.
Could be a great show, actually.
But this is the Interbank Blue Jay kickoff show, and guys, this game for the Blue Jays is all about pride and getting better for next week's playoff game, because win or lose, win by 30, lose by 30, it does not matter. They're locked in that third spot.
Yeah, we're finishing third, but anyway you look at it, and this is one of those games, they always scare you because, of course, going into playoffs, you want to keep everybody as healthy as possible, and that's obviously the number one concern, I promise you, for Coach Kelly Beebe and his staff. But they want the kids to play well, but most importantly, they want to get out of here healthy tonight, Chris. So, this Lawton team, always has. Lawton Ike team always has athletes. It reminds me a little bit. Some seasons remind a little bit of the old East Central teams.
Yeah.
That just all these athletes, but this couldn't quite put it all together all the time when it came down to it as a team. But you'll see some athletes out there tonight, and so the Blue Jays are going to play a good ball game to do the things they want to do. But I think they should be able to do what they want to do.
And Parker, the Blue Jays, and of course here on the radio crew, we'll be watching that Duncan Altus game really, really close, because that's who the Blue Jays will play next week. Altus will be the big favorite there. Duncan's only lost 1 game this year, and it came to Ardmore. Ardmore beat both teams, Altus and Duncan, this year. So your initial thoughts on that ball game?
Well, I think we're probably all rooting for Duncan here, but I don't know. I think Altus is probably a little bit too much for them, so I bet we're heading to Altus next week, guys.
Absolutely. And Parker, your thoughts on Carl Everett and McGinnis? They're playing tonight for the district championship. The winner gets 2 home playoff games. The loser gets 1 playoff game, assuming they both that one team wins their first home game. But your thoughts on Carl Everett, McGinnis?
They both got really talented running backs. But, man, Carl Albert's way too talented across the board for them, I think. I think they're probably going to repeat as district champs once again.
I think Parker echoes the same thoughts we have, Phil.
Yeah, I think it's a deal where McGinnis has the best player on the field again, but I think that's probably the case every week that McGinnis plays somebody. But Carl Albert definitely has the best team, better depth overall. I look for Carl Albert to actually beat McGinnis by a couple of touchdowns. I think that game will be, I think they'll have it in hand most of the night.
Absolutely, and they hit a senior night, obviously, here at Lawton Ike. 2-7 on the year. There are 2 victories, Guyman and Northwest Classen. Right. Oh, by the way, Guyman and Northwest Classen playing tonight for the right to have the 1 victory on the year and the other team not to go 0-10. So might as well be fair. Parker, who are you taking, Northwest Classen or Guyman?
Well, after seeing Northwest Classen up close, I'm going to go with anybody that's probably playing them.
All right, so there's one Guyman. Phil?
Well, I want to tie, because that way neither team loses every game. But I agree with Parker. I think Guyman will win that ball game.
And I will go with Guyman as well. Okay, Parker, you're going to be the deciding factor here. I'm going to get Phil's thoughts first, and then I'm going to give mine, and then you're last on here. You're the deciding factor here, because we already know our answers. Piedmont and Woodward, that game being played in Piedmont. And that's a big game for both programs who are trying to get into the playoffs. Piedmont had a taste of it last year or the year before. I can't remember what year it was. But the winner of that game gets to go to Ardmore, more likely get beat, but hey, they're in the playoffs.
Right.
Your thought, Piedmont?
Well, I'm picking Piedmont. They're playing at Piedmont, as you said, Chris, and I think they're very equally talented teams across the board. I know you're very strong on the running back for Woodward, and he probably will be the best athlete on the field tonight. But I think the overall team, being at home, I'm going to go with the Piedmont Wildcats.
All right, and I'm going to go Cole Marlette with Woodward. I think he gives Woodward the best chance. Piedmont, they have the quarterback that gives them the best chance. So I'm going with Boomers on the road. Parker?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Phil here. I think Piedmont on senior night probably gets this one done.
That's a smart young man on the sideline.
Nice having you on the broadcast,
Hey,
Parker.
it's been fun, guys.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week. So it'll be fun to watch, and we'll of course.
That's really a pick'em game.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can make an argument for either team.
And of course, the fourth member of our broadcast tonight, Miss Braden Marie Russell, and got her just below us. And I told her our camera here at the press box. This stadium was built in, I don't know, 60s, 70s, but they don't play football here anymore.
Lincoln was present.
And Cameron University, the three Lawton schools share this field. Yep. And so there's really not a whole lot of room up here. And so Braden down in the fans in the stands in the elements, yeah. And so our camera angle, we don't want to be in the way of some of the seats behind her, because there's people who sit there, but
pretty good angle right now.
Hopefully for our online viewers, we won't have too many people standing up. And I've told her to go ahead and give them the evil look.
Well, she can do it. She's a competitor. She's an athlete. She can pull it off. A great basketball player, and give her a little shout out. Obviously selected for the Trey Young select team, and congratulations to her. Fabulous young basketball player. Hopefully we'll get her out there playing for the Blue Jays shortly.
Absolutely. This is the Interbank Blue Jay Kickoff Show coming to you from Cameron Stadium, Cameron University, and not too bad of a drive. The maps tells us an hour 48 to get here. We got here a little bit faster than that. But
well, you drive 180, Chris.
That's not true. My mom's listening. It's not true. But
close.
Of course, rounding out our team tonight is Daryl Jones back in our Stillwater studios. We go across North Central Oklahoma, hot 93.7 FM, and we'll be with you next week when the Blue Jays either go to Altus or go to Duncan, and that will be a Friday night contest. And can't wait to have that. As our online audience sees, the Blue Jay captains are making their way to midfield. The Lawton Eisenhower captains have already been out there waiting for the Blue Jays to come out. And so this is a turf field.
Yep.
The fake stuff, the artificial stuff.
Yeah, hard, very, very hard field.
Yeah. I
mean, I think this turf is fairly old, isn't it? They may have resurfaced this field. Of course, play soccer here. Cameron doesn't have football anymore. I think I heard somebody telling us that they'd quit playing football back in the late 70s at Cameron and University, but I believe they have a very active soccer team here. And then, as you said, all the high schools use this. Good thing for the high school. It's good for the community to make that available.
Blue Jays in the traveling white uniforms, white tops, white pants, got blue numbers on the front, blue numbers on the back. Of course, that silver helmet with the blue face mask, and of course, we all know about that G on the side of the helmet. Lawton Eisenhower Eagles in the baby blue uniforms, white numbers trimmed out in red, and if you're for our radio listening audience, kind of a similar look to Western Heights. And I've many times with Casey, I've gone back and forth on these uniforms. I just wish they would have revamped the baby blue and get away with it.
Baby blue shouldn't happen.
It's so 1970s.
It shouldn't happen.
But
shouldn't be allowed.
Just my thoughts. All right, let's go downstairs with tonight's coin toss.
My name's Mr. Knapp. I'm going to be the referee this evening. Our other officials will be Mr. Doherty. Mr. Averill will be on this sideline. We have Mr. Carney on this sideline. Our back judge is another Mr. Knapp. Guys, you have any questions tonight about football, come to us. Ask us anything you want to. We'll answer football questions all night long. We start hearing a bunch of whining and crying about how something got called, something didn't get called, we're going to quit talking. Okay, is that fair enough? Okay. Gentlemen, in Captain's U Ball Club, we ask you to act like Captain's U Ball Club. We want you knocking the daylights out of each other when the ball's alive, helping each other up when the ball's dead. Okay? Blue shirts, you only talk to blue shirts. White shirts, you only talk to white shirts. We don't want a lot of mouthing and stuff like that going on out here because that's just not fun for any of us, okay? All right, any questions before we go on? Yes, sir. Hey, Guthrie, you're visiting team. You're going to call the toss. That is a tail. That is a head, okay? And I'll just let it hit the ground. What is your call?
Tails.
He calls tails. And I got to chase it down. It is heads. Eisenhower, you have won the toss. You can defer, you can receive, you can kick, or you can choose a goal.
Defer.
You want to defer? Okay, excuse me.
All right, Parker, sounds like the Blue Jays will get to football first as Lawton Eisenhower wins the toss.
Yeah, we're going to defer. Hopefully we're going to receive, and hopefully we go score right here.
All right. The wireless mic struggling a little bit, but
killing me.
Yeah,
beating me up.
It looked like he got someone punched you the way they.
No. When I get punched, it looks much different. No, that's just discomfort in my ear, Chris.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's shocking because you don't expect it, and it comes just out of
correct,
nowhere.
Yeah. The microphone likes to look right at the base, so when people or humans get in front of the microphone, it gets you that little static feel. But
did you hear that, Parker?
So anyway, well, Blue Jays getting ready to come out of the end zone to our left, out onto the field, and really a small crowd on both sides here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you probably expected. I mean, I hate to see it. I mean, we've got, I don't know how many kids out for the Blue Jays. You'd like to see at least that many people in the stands. Understand things come up, but I was lucky to have one of those parents that never missed anything. And when I mean anything, Chris, I mean my practices. My dad.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't a helicopter dad, but he'd pull up there and park and watch from the pickup truck. So I've always admired parents that get out and support their kiddos. I think like all of us do, but it's
we have crowd mics on. It's just real quiet here as the Blue Jays make their way onto the field. And Lawton Knight getting ready to come out as well to our right. And so we're just a few minutes away from kicking off this contest here in Lawton as the Eagles come out onto the field while their football team 2-7. They're amongst usually the top 5, top 6 best basketball teams in 5A on the boys' side of things. Blue Jays have been down here for a regional, and Lawton Eisenhower, I think in their first year in 5A, won the boys' state championship.
And a lot of they must not have a lot of the kiddos playing football, obviously, because usually, you know, if you're good in basketball, you usually have pretty good football program too. But it's it's just a lot of these kids now are just playing one sport. You know, you don't see the multi-sport kids like you used to, and anywhere, you know, not just here, obviously, but and then of course we're going to be without big lineman, just went completely blank. Jamal again. You know, he's been out all season. That's really a sad deal because that's a young man that has a chance to, even though he's a senior, he wasn't able to play, he'll still get a chance to play college football somewhere. But really hate to see a kid like that not be able to get out here and participate. And I know that's tough on him.
That's our Mercy Health report. Phil, real quickly, your thoughts on the Eskridge Chevrolet's keys to the game?
Get healthy, come in healthy, leave healthy, control the ball, just try to clean up some of the mistakes we had last week going into the playoffs. If the Blue Jays do that, they ought to be able to kind of do what they want, I believe, against this ball club, but stay healthy.
That is your Eskridge Chevrolet key to the game. Blue Jays have made their way onto the field to receive this opening kickoff. Lawton Eisenhower now making their way out to the 40-yard line, and the iPad froze up. That makes me nervous. I guess it needs to be propped up. That's an engineering thing on the air that we do here. So, oh, there it goes. I was talking about it. It works. Okay, we're all good. We need kickoff to get here. It's always.
Are there people on the field, Chris?
There are, yeah. Phil, did you bring the right contacts or the wrong?
Well, unfortunately, I grabbed the one. I realized even after I grabbed him, I grabbed somebody else's contacts out of the house. So I'm definitely blind and can't see out of the other.
Lawton Eisenhower to kick off left to right on the radio dial. Glad to have you on board on this Friday night. Kicking off is Ethan Roberts for Lawton Eisenhower. Back deep for the Blue Jays is Marcellus Owens. Approaches the football, we're underway. It's a kick toward the near sideline, bounces at the 20. Fielded at the 12-yard line. Here's return 15 to the 20. That's Josh Raines getting to the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. It'll be first down 10 for the Blue Jays, led by senior quarterback Jackson Waddell. Blue Jays 7-2 on the year. Their 2 losses, the number 1 Carl Albert and Bishop McGinnis.
Well, I think we're going to see tonight. I think you'll see Jackson come out. They want to, Coach Scott Meck, offensive coordinator, want to establish a run game like we always want to try to do, and then I think you'll see him mix it up a little bit with pass. And really, this Ike team's not like some of the other teams we played. You can't go out there and treat it like a scrimmage, but I think you'll be able to try some different things.
Josh Raines, the running back, Talik Jackson in the slot on the near side. 2 receivers on the near side. 1 receiver to the far side. That's Marcellus, who now goes into motion. They'll give it to him as he has a lead block as he gets to the 30 in front of the Eisenhower bench, gets to the 35, and he'll be down right there after a pickup of 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 upcoming.
You know, Marcellus this week picked up 2 offers. Picked up one from Southwest Oklahoma State University and University of Central Oklahoma. So congratulations to Marcellus getting 2 scholarship offers. I think he had 1 before that, and so it's a neat thing to see that young man getting rewarded.
2nd down and 4. Josh Raines up the middle, dancing to the outside, gets to the 40, first down to the 45, and driven out of bounds near midfield. Josh Raines with the pickup of we'll give him 14 yards on the pickup for Josh Raines. Blue Jays will have a fresh set of downs.
Josh is one of these young kids, at the beginning of the year, primarily on defense, starting at that linebacker position, but with injuries, is getting a lot more touches. Going to be important throughout the playoffs that he can produce as a running back.
First down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Jackson Waddell will get the carry on the left side. Well, he makes one guy miss, gets in the line of scrimmage, and driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line in the Lawton Eisenhower territory. So we've seen 3 different run plays, 3 different players for Coach Scott Mick so far in this one.
Of course, when Jackson's family going through some things this week, unfortunately, his grandmother was in a car wreck this week. Wish her well and hope she does great and a speedy recovery for senior Jackson Waddell's grandmother. That's always a scary thing to go through.
Absolutely. Second down and 6 for the Blue Jays. Josh Raines moves on the right side of Jackson Waddell. 4 receiver set from the 47-yard line of the Eisenhower. First pass is batted up in the air, then comes down in the arms of the receiver for the Blue Jays at the 40-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards. Kay Gugelsberg on the carry as that one hit his hands, went up in the air. Yeah. The football came right back down.
Nice job focusing, concentrating on the ball, move the sticks for Caden. And Blue Jays have another first down.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Blue Jays moving right to left on the radio dial. 10:49 to go. Opening quarter here in Lawton. Trips receivers to the near side. Option play. Raines will get the pitch. Cuts it up across the 40, down to the 35, and tackled at the 34-yard line. Nice 6-yard pickup for Josh Raines. Nice opening drive here for the Blue Jays.
Great opening drive, and what a great run by Josh. I mean, he had 2 or 3 Eagles all around him. He looked like he was going to be stopped for a short gain or maybe even a loss, and caught a seam and picked up 7 yards to the Jays.
2nd down and 3. Twin receivers each side. Ball will be snapped from the 33-yard line. Brody Hinkle in the motion. They give it to him on the jet play. He gets to the line of scrimmage. First down across the 30. Still on his feet. There's a flag thrown in late as Brody's tackled at the 24-yard line. Pickup of 9 yards, but this one might be coming back.
Yeah, thrown out there where you usually got one of them skinny linemen out blocking. It's usually going to say there's going to be a holding. So that's what we would expect to see here.
Indeed, that is the call on the Blue Jays. First penalty, and of course, last week was the story in penalties. 13 penalties last week.
Well, and a lot of penalties, and you got to clean that up going into the playoffs, obviously. And you can make an argument a few of them were pity pat, but regardless, they still cost yards and they still happened. And so negates a nice run there by Brody. Had put a toe in the ground and went. I guess are we going east and west tonight?
West to east, yeah. I think that's right. 2nd down and 5. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line after the hold there by the Blue Jays. 3 receiver set. Offset pistol for the Blue Jays. Jackson options it off. Here's a running play to the left side. Gugelsberg to the line of scrimmage. First down. Yet another flag thrown right where Gugelsberg was tackled at the 30. Would be a first down, but this one looks like it might be coming back as well. Another holding penalty, I would suspect, on the other side.
It's going to drive the coaches absolutely crazy. Both of those have been good calls. We've seen them up from here, and you've got to clean that up. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, you go in and play a team like an Altus, which I think we all agree we'll be playing next week. You can't have any mistakes if you want to get out of the first round, get into the second round of playoff football.
So now the Jays are behind the chains as the ball is spotted at the 43-yard line. 2nd down and now 13. 2 penalties in a row. 3 receiver set here. Jackson Waddell, see if he goes back to the air for the 2nd time in this game. Gets the snap. He will look to throw. He'll roll to the right side. Brody Hinkle covered up, goes across his body. It's incomplete at the 35-yard line. Intended receiver for the Blue Jays was number 17, Dominic Gooseby, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. It's incomplete, and now it's 3rd down and 13.
You put yourself behind the chains. It's tough to do. Your playbook becomes limited. There's only so much you can do. Defenses can key now, and you're really shooting yourself in the foot. These are the kind of things, 10th game of the year, you just can't have.
3rd down and 13. You would obviously probably think it would be 4th down territory here if Guthrie wants to do so. 4th down, 13 from the 30. from the 43-yard line, and Blue Jays are moving everywhere. Receivers, linemen, I think that one might be on the center because everybody was moving except for the football, and it's going to be a false start. It's going to be back 5 yards no matter what it is. It's the third penalty on this opening drive here, and now Blue Jays will be backed up to the 48-yard line. It'll bring 3rd down and 18 after a first 4 or 5 plays. Got you pretty deep in Lawton Eisenhower territory.
Well, you're doing everything that you don't want to have happens now happened. You came out, you moved the chains twice, offense was clicking. Now mental mistake after mental mistake after mental mistake, and you see yourself pushed back to almost the 50-yard line.
3rd down and 18 from the Lawton Eisenhower 48-yard line. 2 safeties. And they'll hand it off to Raines across the 45, spins to break a tackle down at the 43. So a 5-yard pickup will make it 4th down and 13, and it looks like the Blue Jays will bring on the punting team.
Well, that's unfortunate because we said came out and moved the chains twice, really hitting all licks, completely shot themselves in the foot on this first opening drive, but hopefully they can come out, get settled down, start running their offense the way they need to.
David Vargas will come on to the field wearing jersey number 18, the Blue Jay punter. He'll line up at his own 45-yard line. Eisenhower put a guy back at the 10-yard line. It's a good snap to David Vargas. Runs a little bit to his right, punts the football away. Nice high punt. It'll bounce at the 1 and will go into the end zone. And so Lawton Eisenhower will have the football. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Eisenhower 2-7 on the season. They're going to be led by their quarterback. It's going to be, well, I thought it was going to be number 4. Is it not number 4? It's number 8, Trey Harris. We'll see. Our game notes had number 4 as the quarterback, so we'll see who comes out there for Lawton Eisenhower.
I will say Coach Kelly Beebe did stress to us that there's been 6 or 7 kids that hadn't played a lot this year that due to disciplinary actions that they think are going to get an opportunity to play tonight, so that might be one of those situations.
So starting quarterback is number 8. That's going to be Trey Harris, a 160-pound senior, as Eisenhower will throw it behind the line of scrimmage, and luckily for them it goes out of bounds, but it goes out of bounds beyond the 15-yard line. It's going to be an incomplete pass, and it's going to be, where at? We're going to mark that about the 13-yard line. So there's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. They lined up a little funky there. They had a bunch of guys lined up near the sideline, of course, some on top of the football. So they're going to mark it at the 13. So it'll be 2nd down and 17. 8:43 to play in the opening quarter. No score.
Just not a whole lot going. It's just not a real clean game, obviously, to start so far. And beautiful night, though, Chris.
It is a beautiful night. I don't even have a coat on yet.
Not yet.
2nd down and 17. Eisenhower will run the football on the right side across the 15 and down at the 19-yard line. About a pickup of 6 yards for the Eagles, so they'll have a 2nd down upcoming. The ball carrier, number 6, Tariq Jackson. He's a 167-pound senior. As Lawton Knight, mostly seniors on offense. They do have 3 sophomores and 3 juniors on the field for the Eagles as they play their final season here tonight on their home field. By the way, Eisenhower 0-4 at home this year. 3rd down, 11, ball spot at the 19-yard line. 4 receivers set, 2 to each side. Looking to throw are the Eagles. It's going to be caught at the 23-yard line, but brought down immediately. Nice job, open field tackle there by Hector Gooseby. And the Lawton Ike will go 3 and out.
You know, the Gooseby boys are so steady back on defense, just such sure tacklers, and really been a force this year for the Blue Jays. Of course, the Blue Jays defense well documented how well they've played most of the year, all the year for that matter. And continue that. For the Jays to have success in the playoffs, we're going to continue to have to see that.
Yep. 4th down and 7. Kay Gugelsberg and Marcellus Owens back deep for the Blue Jays. They stand at their own 45-yard line. Punter for the Eagles gets the ball at the 11, punts it away. It's a line drive punt. And Gugelsberg will field it at his 46, quickly into Eagle territory across midfield and down at the 46-yard line. Looks like another penalty flag down on the play. And so the Guthrie offense had 3 penalties on their opening drive. They have their first one here on special teams, and this will be a hold against the Blue Jays.
Tell you what, that's just going to drive the coaching staff crazy.
Mm-hmm. Watching the replay, I didn't quite see who it was originally, but probably a good thing.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't want his name mentioned on
you know, don't overlook those things.
So that penalty, instead of the 40, 43, 41-yard line, it's now going to be backed up to the 40, nope, all the way back into Guthrie territory, about where Cade caught the punt at the 46-yard line. So first down 10 for the Blue Jays. 7:22 to play in the opening quarter. Each team has had the football once, no score here in Cameron Stadium. Blue Jays in the traveling white uniforms will line up with two receivers on the near side, one receiver to the far side. Jackson Waddell looking at the baby blue uniforms across the way, and they didn't mark the ball right, so they're going to move it back to the 44-yard line. So it's officially the 44. First down and 10 for Guthrie. Blue Jays opening drive stopped by penalties. We'll see what happens on this second drive here. Jackson takes out a belly, runs on the right side, 45 up to the 49-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Jackson.
Well documented how tough of a player Jackson Waddell has been his entire career. Of course, 3-year starters we've talked about many times. And Jackson's just one of those kids that just, he just grinds it out. He's just a tough player, and really one of those kind of kids that you've kind of come to be, known from Guthrie. Just tough football player.
Yeah, going to be a 4-year baseball starter as well, as Josh Raines gets the carry, gets the midfield, gets a block, gets the edge to the 45, to the 40, 35, 30, 25, down the sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 17-yard line. 32-yard pickup for Josh Raines.
Of course, Josh played tailback his entire youth and junior high career, and last year they experimented a little bit at quarterback with him, and very athletic kid, smart football player. He's going to be a mainstay for Guthrie over the next couple of years, no doubt about it.
And they were hoping, Guthrie coaches were hoping to keep him on the defensive side this year, but they had to move him over to offense. Blue Jays a bit confused here, as they don't huddle, but they do look to the sideline. Still got plenty of time on the play clock, which is down to 14 seconds. Blue Jays to the line of scrimmage. Josh Raines on the right side of Jackson Waddell. Marcel Stones, receiver to the far side. They're going to hand it off to Talik Jackson. Got Josh Raines in front of him. Trying to cut it upfield, and now he'll make a little bit of a cut at the 15-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup as the ball went basically center of the field all the way to the far sideline for just a 2-yard pickup. Talik could never find that hole to step up into and driven out of bounds.
Talik, a very athletic kid for the size. I mean, he's a big kid, 6'4", 6'5", big-bodied young man. So
I like that play to get him more involved.
There's no doubt. I think he's a guy that we would, I think, all like to see more involved in the offense, and still learning
raw
a little
talent,
bit. Raw talent, still learning, but very talented young man.
Blue Jays, second down and 8 from the Lawton 15-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Jackson Waddell will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Josh Raines along the right side. Cuts it up to the 10, close to a first down. Might be about a yard shy as Josh picks up 7 yards. Third down and 1, 6:25, 6:24 to play in the opening quarter. Blue Jays driving the football for the second time here offensively. Inside the 10-yard line.
What do you think about? I mean, you got a kid like Josh. I mean, do you still try to get him in on the defense as much as you can, or
I think maybe you can get away with it this week, but when the game's on the line, playoffs on the line, you got to get him in there. Yeah, Josh Raines will have the first down and more across the 5-yard line down to the 3-yard line. Another 6-yard pickup. It'll be first down and goal for the Blue Jays.
Kind of all hands on deck when you get in those last 4 games. Hopefully, you have 4 left when you start the playoffs at 5A, and if you got 4 left, that means you're playing for a gold ball. Every team's goal every year.
And it's a cliche, but it's so true. Next week, a brand new season.
Brand new season. It truly is. We've seen it at Guthrie back in 2002 where you just kind of catch lightning in a ball and away you go.
First and goal for the Blue Jays from the 3-yard line. Brody Hinkle in man motion, left to right. Jackson takes the snap. They'll feed it to Josh, and he's going to backpedal, and he'll pick up maybe 2 yards down to the 1-yard line. It'll be second down and goals. Josh was hit immediately, but started driving those feet and got a couple of yards.
Josh is such a powerful runner. I mean, he really is just a strong kid and really hits the hole with a lot of bad intentions. Very physical runner.
Second down and goal for the Blue Jays. Jackson Waddell will roll on the left side. A little lead play for him. Can he get in? That's the corner, and he's into the end zone, but there's a flag down as the Guthrie band, little pad band, made the way to Lawton, but this one might be coming back once again. Another penalty here. I think this will be the 5th penalty already, and indeed is a hold on the Blue Jays. So they'll back it up. It'll be second down and goal once again. We'll see where they will mark him. I guess about the 7-yard line, somewhere in there. 5:06 to play here in the, excuse me, that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. I wasn't quite thinking there. It's going to go back to the 12-yard line. So instead of a touchdown, it's going to be second down and go from the 12.
Again, these mistakes are just drive you nuts. Silly mistakes. I mean, these aren't effort mistakes. These are just mental mistakes.
We have whistles. Might have an equipment malfunction. The defensive back for the Eisenhower Eagles, that has been fixed. So here we go. Second down and 12. Brody and Marcellus, receivers to the near side. Jackson will be in the shotgun. He'll be there all night long as Marcellus goes into motion. They hand it off to him on a sweep play, trying to cut it up at the 15, nothing there. He's going to be hit for a loss of 3 yards. Stays on his feet, and it'll be, instead of a loss of 3, it'll be a loss of 2. And so it's going to be backed up a little bit further here for this third down and goal play as we go under 5 minutes to play in the opening quarter.
You know, you talk about an offense. Of course, everything starts with the kids up front for the offensive line, and saw a lot of progression from the offensive line earlier in the season. But you know, the last couple weeks really just haven't been able to continue that improvement.
Third down, and they'll mark it at the 14-yard line. Third down and goal. Jackson looking to throw. Marcellus is open. Jackson can't get him to it. Plants the feet, throws it in the end zone, and just simply throws this one away out of the back of the end zone. So fourth down and goal from the 14. We'll see if Coach Beebe wants to go with the David Vargas 31-yard field goal attempt. It looks like that might be the case.
You know, it's 2 disappointing drives for the Blue Jays. Come out, move the ball, mistakes kill you. Again, come out, move the ball, mistakes kill you. I mean, it's something that we echo. I say it over and over, but it's true. We've got to clean up these silly mistakes because, Chris, you go out and do this next week against a high-quality opponent, you'll get ran off the field.
Won't be pretty.
Nope.
So it will be a 31-yard field goal attempt for David Vargas. Ball's on the far hash mark. Kick on the left side of your radio dial. It's got plenty long. Is it through the uprights? It is. David Vargas good from 31 yards out. Blue Jays on the scoreboard first. They lead Lawton Ike by a score of 3-0. Timeout from Cameron Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Glenda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color options, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Blue Jays on the scoreboard first with a David Vargas 31-yard field goal. 4:13 to play in the first quarter. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. Blue Jays really, though, Phil, easily should have probably had 7. They did have 7 at one point, but due to a penalty was called back.
We said he's got these mistakes that will just drive you crazy, and hopefully they'll get on track here shortly, kick the ball off, go down and play some good defense, and start executing on offense.
David Vargas, the kick right to left on the radio dial. It's a sky kick. It's going to be fielded at the 22-yard line. Here's the return for the Eagles to the 25, to the 30, and quickly out to the 34-yard line. Tackled by Campbell Litch. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett. And Parker, it's going to be one of those games you're going to have to create your own energy. Guthrie knows they're in the playoffs. Lawton Ike knows their last game. There's really not a whole lot of energy in the stadium.
Yeah, guys, sitting down here, it's kind of dull right now, but hey, go force a few turnovers, score a few touchdowns, probably pump some energy in this thing.
Absolutely, and Blue Jays are pretty good at forcing turnovers this year.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I think they've had more this season than I saw in 4 years of playing high school football.
It's crazy. First down and 10 for the Eisenhower Eagles. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Lawton Ike moving left to right on your radio dial. Eisenhower looking to throw, pump faking, go downfield, throwing in double coverage. It's incomplete. Lawton coaches want a flag. No flag thrown there, as the intended receiver for Lawton Eisenhower is number 1, Mark Berry, the 6'3 173-pound senior, as the pass is incomplete from Trey Harris.
Eagles got some very tall, long wide receivers, not just that young man, but a couple others, about 6'2", 6'3". Like we said, they've got athletes on the field.
No doubt about that.
I mean, it's...
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down 10 from the 35-yard line. 4:02 to play here in the first quarter. Guthrie 3, Ike 0. Twin receivers to each side for Harris, the quarterback. Puts it in the belly of the running back, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a half a yard. Nice tackle there by Turvey Williams, a sophomore, who is starting to learn the linebacker spot due to injuries. He had to go from the line to middle of the defense.
And he's a special athlete. Yeah. I mean, he's really a big kid, long arms, runs well. Another one of those youngsters that I think the next couple of years we're going to hear a lot about him for the Blue Jays going forward. I mean, he's just a real talented kid.
Gets his first tackle tonight that we saw anyway. So it's a 1-yard pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Eagles. Same formation as the one before with 2 receivers to each side. Harris, shotgun snap. Looking to throw, flag thrown, and looks like another flag, but this one will be the first one on Lawton Eisenhower. So that'll put them behind the chains, be 3rd down and 14 once they get the ball set.
Well, if you're wanting a clean, well-executed game, you came to the wrong place, Chris.
Came to the wrong place. Don't go away.
Don't go away. There's time.
It'll get better.
There's time. Yeah, you look down the field, you see a lot of these youngsters out there for the Jays, and look at number 7, number 42. A lot of first-year starters for the Blue Jays really came along, developed, and I think there's reason to be excited for the Blue Jays going into the playoffs.
Yeah, Caden Ballard-Stevenson, you mentioned number 7, and number 42 out there as well, J.D. Coonfield. 3rd down and 14 for Ike from the 31, 4-receiver set. Harris wants to throw the screen, and it's almost intercepted inside the 30-yard line. That was a dangerous attempt there by Harris, and got lucky it wasn't picked.
Sniffed that out pretty quick. I think he had big number 20 up in his face, and Turvey Williams just hurried up through the ball, and I think it was one of those deals where the kid that the ball was being thrown to was probably screaming the whole time, no, no, no. But, he had, 4 or 5 Blue Jays right on top of him when the ball got there.
Yeah, a little delayed blitz there by Turvey, kind of let the play develop, and a big old hole up the middle that Turvey was able to go up to, force that pass. And so Lawton Ike for the second time has to punt the football away. Their punter at the 15-yard line. Blue Jays will have 2 men back. It's a snap that rolls to him, but does a good job of getting rid of the football. Flag throw. Marcellus Fields at the 43, quickly to midfield to the Eisenhower 40 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But that flag by the line judge came in quick. There's 2 flags, I think, on the field, and it would have to be something like that, Phil. It would be a sideline deal, just because the flag came right when Marcellus caught the ball.
Right. I mean, it makes you believe it's going to be a penalty on the sideline for probably a little close to the action.
3 officials over there talking to the Lawton Ike head football coach. Head coach for the Eagles is Mike Burris, and still getting an explanation from the 3 officials is Coach Burris. So obviously this one will be going against Lawton Ike.
See a lot of sideline flags in high school football anymore. I think it's changed a lot over the years.
It's still a long, drawn-out conversation here.
I think that's what we're going to have, but I think it had anything to do with. We got some pretty animated
Lawton Ike coaches might explain the flag, and not only is not only a sideline one, but a personal foul. I don't know if it was a player or a coach or what that was, but Guthrie didn't end well for Lawton Ike. So instead of having the football around the 35-yard line, Blue Jays going to have it inside the red zone on their 3rd drive here. The ball spotted at the 18-yard line.
They just have a clean series for the Blue Jays here. Get something established.
Maybe get some points on the board and kind of
cut out the mistakes, the middle mistakes. I mean, that's the most important thing right now.
So the Blue Jays, the official went to the far sideline to let Guthrie coaches know what was going on. So now we're set for football. Ball marked at the 18-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. 3 receivers set, 2 receivers to the far side. Jackson Waddell with Josh Raines on his right side. Jackson, low snap, comes up with it, hands it off to Josh, up the middle, 15, to the 10, still bound, to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. Josh Raines from 18 yards out, strike up the Guthrie Blue Jay band.
Big hole there for Josh to run through on the left side for the Blue Jays. So came out, executed well, and Josh finished it off with a real powerful run, hit the hole. Tell you, Josh just keeps getting a little better every week at that tailback position. I think he's keeps going. It could be his for keeps, so he's just doing a heck of a job.
No doubt, as David Vargas will come on for the PAT. Nice tough run there by Josh Raines. Snap, hold, kick, line drive, and it is good. 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Guthrie back on the scoreboard. Jays now lead this one by a score of 10-0. Timeout from Lawton, Oklahoma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
When it comes to Guthrie Blue Jay Athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Blue Jays 10, Lawton 0. Josh Raines with an 18-yard touchdown run, one play. The Blue Jays needed that time. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Guthrie 10 now, Lawton 0. That's your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a truck. Got the oil change there this week as well. They do a bunch of good stuff there. David Vargas kick right to left, fielded at the 8-yard line. Here's the return to the 15. There's a flag thrown, 20 to the 25 and down at the 30-yard line. We'll get that flag here in just a minute, but Parker, Josh Raines will get credit for the 18-yard run, but he had some big help on that play.
Oh, absolutely. Dominic Gooseby kind of pulled over and, kind of bounced the guy out and allowed Josh Raines to break free and score right there. It was a heck of a block by him.
And, Phil, we always talk about Goosebys on defense, but the Goosebeys on offense sure have been a big help for this squad.
Just two of the better athletes, on the Blue Jay football team. High-energy kids, good team kids, just good players all the way around. Of course, Dominique finishing up his senior campaign.
Yep.
Still have Hector for another year.
The flag is down at the 29-yard line, and this one's going to go against Lawton Eisenhower as the holding penalty will back them up to the 21-yard line. They'll have a first down and 10. Lawton Ike, 2 drives. Let's see. Three drives, I think, so far. No matter how many it's been all resulted in punts for Lawton Ike, and they'll have it after a second mark will actually be spotted at the 19-yard line. First down and 10, ball's on the near hash mark in front of the Lawton Ike bench as they move left to right on the radio dial. Quarterback keeper here by Harris. He'll get to the 20 to maybe the 22-yard line. Gooseby on the tackle for the Blue Jays.
There's that name again, Chris. They play special teams, see them on offense, of course, mainstays on defense. It's going to be weird next year. A lot of familiar names. We've been calling a lot of these same kids jersey numbers and names for the last 3 years. A lot of 3-year starters out here for the Blue Jays.
Of course, there will be a new quarterback as well. That's Jackson Waddell. We've said his name so many times over the last 3 seasons. So hopefully a lot more to go. Second down, 7. Pass on the far side's caught, but down immediately. Gooseby on the tackle. Forward progress will put it in between the 26 and 27-yard line. So it'll be about third down. We'll call it a long 3, close to 2 yards maybe, upcoming for Lawton Ike.
Be really good to get a stop here for the Jay defense. Put the offense in a good situation on field position, you'd think. And looks like we might have one of those fun stack formations coming up for the Eagles. There they go. They break out a little bit.
Real quick scoring update. Alta 7, Duncan 7. Other game, Woodward 7, Piedmont 7. Third down, and we'll call it a long 2.5 yards for Lawton High, trying to get their first down of the night. A long developing play here, but it will be enough for a first down at the 30-yard line. Kel Kaufman with the tackle for the Blue Jays, and Lawton High will move the chains for the first time tonight.
Talk about Kel coming up, making the tackle for the Jays. Another one of those kids that just kind of does a little bit of everything for the Blue Jays. You'll see him at tailback. He can play wide out. He can play quarterback. And, of course, starting to get accustomed to him at that safety position, but he's also been known to step up and play the linebacker position for the Jays. Deep snapper on special teams, so just an all-around football player for the Blue Jays.
Eagles get to the line of scrimmage. We'll have a scoring update here in that Carl Everett Bishop McGuinness game. There is a score as there's about a minute left to play in the first quarter in that ball game. First down and 10 for the Eagles from their own 31-yard line. Options it off to the running back, trying to get to the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be driven backwards before he even gets there as J.D. Coonfield comes up and makes the tackle for a loss. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Nice play there by J.D. Coonfield. Scoring update, game being played in Bishop McGuinness, by the way. Irish 0, Carl Albert 7.
Yeah, I think you'll see the Irish throughout the night. I mean, if you shut down Richardson, you've shut down McGuinness. So I think, I would expect them to just continue to score. And as we said in the pregame, probably win that by a couple touchdowns.
Another big game for playoff positioning to get in the playoffs. Lawton MacArthur leads El Reno 10-6. Second down and 12 from the 29. Quarterback gets rid of it. Makes a nice pass, nice catch at the first down marker at the 41-yard line as we see a nice touch on the football there by the quarterback, Phil Trey Harris.
Well, it looked like we were going to sack him for a loss, and he just kind of stepped away and stepped in there and delivered a great pass. Kid went up, as you said, and got it. Really good play by the Lawton team. You wonder sometimes, you'll see a high school kid, that was a tremendous play. So you'll see a high school kid step up and make a great play. And then a couple times not so good. And then they'll step up, make another great play. And I guess that's just the consistency that you don't see all the time at the high school level.
Measuring for this one, and they're going to come up a little bit short. You see the Blue Jay huddle. The measurement was just to the left of the Blue Jays. And so it'll be third down and a 1. Or was that third down right there?
I think it'll be.
Will it be fourth down?
Fourth down, I believe.
Okay, fourth down in inches. Well, we'll find out. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll come back with second quarter action. You're watching Guthrie Bluejay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
What a great time of year. Blue Jay football, tailgating, bands, fans cheering, and the excitement that comes with America's favorite sport. At John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie, we're excited about a huge selection of new Fords, GMC, Cadillac, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, each competitively priced and with a free lifetime powertrain guarantee. Come see us or shop us at vanceautogroup.com.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35 exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
We get set for second quarter action here in Lawton, Oklahoma. Alongside Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Lawton Eisenhower will have I think it's going to be third down in inches upcoming. The officials still marking the football here.
Yeah, I just realized they were off by about 10 yards.
not a yard, not 2 yards, 10 yards, and they're still
confused on where they're supposed to be.
Unfortunately, a lot of people are watching this.
We got about a 50-50 chance of getting this correct, Chris.
Well, it started off as third and inches. We'll see if that holds true.
Yeah, this has the potential to go crazy, actually.
And they're still trying to figure out where to
they flat don't know where they're supposed to be, I don't think. Trying to figure it out. Maybe they're just going to give up.
Guthrie 10, Lawton Ike 0 as we get set for second quarter action, and they're going to pick the football up without I mean, if they measured it, now they're just going to guess where they're going to put the football at. And now, I knew they had to come to this side because it happened on the far side, so you got to flip the field and come on this side, and we're just going to guess where the football goes.
That looks to be what we've done.
I mean, I guess there's not a big difference between 4 inches and 3 inches as where the football is played at, but it's still going to be third down, less than a yard to go with. So
that's right. But that was odd.
It was odd, yeah.
I think that conversation went something like, well, we really kind of messed this one up, guys. What do you want to do?
Well, here we go. Third down, and we'll go with inches still here. Trey Johnson, the quarterback, under center. He's going to sneak left, he's going to sneak right. That's that false start on the running back. That's going to be a false start on the running back. So third down in inches is going to be third down 5 yards and a few inches as the running back got caught.
You got a quarterback sneak and the running back moves. That's
yeah.
Talk about stuff that'll drive a coach crazy.
I think it was one of those deals like we see anymore is the quarterback will sneak it and then the running back will come from behind and start pushing.
Right.
And he started to start pushing before the ball was snapped.
He got there a little quick, but of course that changes everything for the Eagles.
Yes. So the first part of the first quarter, Phil, it was Guthrie penalty flags, and now the later part of the first quarter and the early start second quarter, it's Lawton Eisenhower penalty flags.
This hasn't been a real clean game, obviously, thus far, but still early in the contest.
Guthrie 10, Ike 0, 11:58 to go until the Golden Chick halftime show. Third down and 6 from the 36. A little sweet play. They're trying to get it, but going backwards. Turvey Williams grabbed full of jersey. Well, now we bring him down. The whistle's blue, and it's going to be a loss on the play. So the Blue Jay defense flexes their muscles. Turvey Williams got there in the backfield and had a couple buddies join him as well. And so Lawton Ike was going to have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, went from third down in inches, now punting the ball. Turvey, that play Turvey just made just
blew it up.
Illustrates exactly the kind of athleticism this young man has. And big part of the reason why so many people are so high on Turvey.
Turvey Williams in the middle of that Blue Jay defense.
Heck of a nice dad.
Turvey Williams, 6'3", 170-pound junior. He'll be back next year.
Yes, he fills out.
Yep. He was a big kid in junior high.
Oh, yeah. Always been a big kid.
Another poor snap, but it bounces right to the punter, who does a good job getting rid of the football. It'll bounce in Guthrie territory, go out of bounds. No, it stays in Lawton territory, Goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So Guthrie takes over in Lawton Ike territory with 11:02 to play in the second quarter. Score remains Guthrie 10, Lawton Ike 0.
Of course, Blue Jays perspective, we want to see him continue to come out. Last drive, of course, it was a one-play drive. Wasn't really a drive, but see them come out here and put a drive together to where they can really, hang their hat on just running a clean series. I mean, that's something you definitely like to see before they go in here into the first half.
Blue Jays, 31-yard field goal and an 18-yard run by Josh Raines gives us that 10-0 lead. As Jackson Waddell wants to throw. Has time. Going downfield for Marcellus Owens, and it's dropped at the 15-yard line. Marcellus hauled that one in. He probably goes in for the touchdown. It looks like it was a good throw right on the numbers there by Jackson.
Hit him right in the hands. I mean, it happens. Pretty well defended by the Lawton defender, but definitely one that Marcellus should have came down with, no doubt.
Of course, as Parker reported earlier, and we relayed, Marcellus with 2 offers this week, Southwestern Oklahoma State University and University of Central Oklahoma. Boy, I love that UCO idea. Ellie Curry flourishing there.
The number 1 wide receiver for the Broncos this year. Of course, an all-state standout for the Blue Jays.
Absolutely. Second down 10 for the Blue Jays. They'll go back to the running game. Josh Raines trying to get the edge on the right side. Gets to the 45, 40, lowers the shoulder, driven out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Pickup of about 9 yards, so it's going to be close to a first down. I think the spot will be close. I think it's going to be a little short, I think. So
great block there by Brody Hinkle on the outside edge and really sprung Josh for that pickup.
So it's a 9-yard pickup for Josh. It'll be third down and 1 officially for this Blue Jay offense. See if they stick with the running game and Josh Raines. We've seen Josh and Jackson several times take these short plays. It'll be a lead play for Josh with for Jackson leading the way. We'll see. They will go with Jackson up the middle. First down and more across the 35. He gets to the 34. Jackson read that one perfectly. If he hands it off to Josh, it's still a first down. I think the same play results no matter what. Blue Jays move the chains.
Well, I think, that was a good senior play there. I mean, he saw that and saw the opening, realized he just needed a yard. Let's not take a chance of the handoff. Let's just tuck it and go get that first down, move the chains, and keep this drive going for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays moving left to right on your radio dial. Ball's marked at the Lawton 34-yard line. Jackson rolls to the far side, looking to throw. Has a wide open Marcellus Owens. I mean wide open. And Marcellus comes down with the touchdown reception from 34 yards out. Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. Strike up the Guthrie Blue Jay band.
There wasn't anybody within 30 yards of Marcellus on that play. Obviously a busted coverage, and Jackson stepped in there and just put it right on the money. Easy 6 for the good guys, Chris.
Absolutely an easy 6 as the Blue Jays increase that lead, trying to up that lead to 17-0. I mean, he was wide open, Phil. It's just one of those please catch it, please catch it.
Yeah, those are tough.
They are. They are. David Vargas on for the PAT. Jackson Waddell is the holder. Snap, hold, kick. Everything looks good, and everything is good. Blue Jays increase that lead now. 17-0, 10:29 to play until halftime. Timeout from Lawton. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Marcellus Owens with his first touchdown reception of the night. 34-yard is Jackson Waddell. Perhaps maybe the hardest pass, but the easiest pass to throw. I mean, he was so wide open.
When you're wide open like that, quarterback's a tough pass for him to make. And obviously, the wide receivers back there just going, "Oh, please don't let me drop this," because they realize how wide open they are. And actually, Marcellus kind of received it almost like a punt. It was so wide open.
Vargas kick left to right. Will go into the end zone. It'll be first down 10 for Lawton Knight. Blue Jays 34-yard touchdown again. Jackson Waddell to Marcellus Owens. Now with 10:29 to play until halftime. Your score, Guthrie 17, Lawton Knight 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
Friends of John Vance, we talk about it every week. Great supporters of everything Guthrie. Doesn't matter what it is, they always are there to help the community in any way they can. Lucky to have John Vance and his great team here in Guthrie.
So
looking at a truck out there right now.
What's that?
I've been looking at a truck.
Yeah. It's one of those fancy ones on the front row, too.
They're very proud of those fancy ones.
That's why it's on the front row.
I know.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. From the 20 to the 22, going backwards, but the forward progress will have a 2-yard pickup. Second down and 8 for Lawton Knight as they move right to left on your radio dial. Good to have you on board. 93.7 FM, KSBI. Daryl Jones back in our Stillwater studio. Braden Russell on the camera for our YouTube feed. If you're listening on the radio, want to catch out and see what it looks like here in Lawton, go to youtube.com/Guthrie News, or you can go to GuthrieSportsPage.com, click the game story, and the video feed will be right up near the top. Parker Burnett down on the sidelines for us. Phil Nichols to my right. I'm Chris Evans here on this beautiful Friday night for high school football. Second down and 8 from the 22-yard line. A couple receivers in the formation. Quarterback will keep it as he'll get to the 24-yard line. Gooseby in on the tackle.
That a late flag came in?
It looked like a flag.
I think we might have
they threw it.
Probably have a sideline warning or penalty on the Jays.
They threw it toward the sideline. It will be a sideline warning on Guthrie. First one's a warning, next one's a penalty, resulting in yards. Without a few of our radio members tonight, Craig Fleck, who usually does all the stats and Aaron, who usually does our scoreboard, both couldn't make it tonight, so that's why the scoreboard looks a little, not the normal scoreboard, but
not as fancy.
Not as fancy, but
there's a lot of moving parts with that scoreboard.
But I'm able to keep up with the score at least.
Absolutely.
in a quarter.
Every time I look at our scoreboard, I think of the senior Greg Hudson. Give Greg a shout out.
Yeah. Flags before the 3rd down and 6 play, and it was a timeout taken by Lawton Ike. We'll take a timeout with them. 9:09 to play, second quarter. Guthrie 17, Lawton Ike 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours?
Wow.
I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste and you're golden. I need this back.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Welcome back to Lawton, Oklahoma. Blue Jays 17, Lawton Ike 0. Eisenhower with the football. 3rd down and 6 from their own 24-yard line. Harris, here comes pressure by Gooseby, gets away from Gooseby, throws it on the run. It's never got to the intended receiver at the 30-yard line. Short hopped it. J.D. Coonfield, by the way, great coverage on the play as the pass is incomplete. Really never had a chance to be completed due to the pressure and the coverage, as the intended receiver was DeAndre Tisdale. And Lawton Ike looks like they're going to have to punt the football away. 4th down and 6 from their own 24.
J.D. really developed into one of the finer defensive players the Blue Jays have this year, and just kind of does it all, just goes out there and does his job and makes a lot of tackles, always in good position and pass coverage. Really an outstanding defensive player for the Blue Jays.
Appreciate the scoring update from Merritt. Carl Albert now leads McGinnis. Score there 14-0.
Yeah.
4th down 6, another low punt, another flag. Nice high punt. Marcellus will watch it bounce. Kind of take a minor Lawton bounce. It'll be down in around the 47-yard line. We'll have to check the flag, though.
In a weird
on the near side.
Yeah,
on the near sideline, front Lawton Ike's bench at the 19-yard line. Parker, anything that you saw down there?
Well, I don't know if he's going to call it or not, but Campbell definitely collided with the kicker. Well, it looks like they're calling false start.
Okay.
Did he just touching Parker, or did he run into him?
It looked like he ran into it when he fell over, but I don't know if they gave him the call or not.
Okay.
Parker, good spot right in that end zone. Had a good look at it there, but referees say false start Lawton Ike. If you're Guthrie, you just decline this and take the football near midfield.
I mean, unless you just want to try to set up a return here. But that's great field position, obviously, for the Jays.
Scoring update in Piedmont. Again, the winner goes to the playoffs. Woodward at Piedmont, 14-14. About a minute left until halftime there. And my second quarter action, Duncan leads Altus 21-7.
Come on, Duncan. Man.
Because of the matchup or shorter drive?
Oh, shorter drive. Yeah. I'm of an advanced age, Chris, and these long drives are hard on the old boy.
So the ball will be marked at the Lawton Eisenhower 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. 8:53 to play till halftime. Guthrie 17, Lawton Ike 0.
That score, sorry, Chris, that score's a shocker.
It is a little bit shocker. It's early. Hand off Josh Raines. Collision at the line of scrimmage, bouncing off tackler, still on his feet, but will be tackled for maybe a 1-yard pickup. Depends on what referee marks the football. They're going to go on the far side, so no pickup. Back to the line of scrimmage. Well, no, now he's moving forward to 2 yards. Okay, 2-yard pickup. I apologize. The official was standing at the 48 and then moves to the 46. So
that's a great example of Josh, how hard he runs. Yeah. I mean, he just keeps pumping his legs and working so hard. Real physical kid. Turned what could have been a loss into a 2-yard gain.
Blue Jays to the line of scrimmage. 6 seconds on the play clock. Marcel's into motion left to right. Down to 3 on the play clock. Jackson takes a snap there. He'll keep it. Runs on the left side. Gets to the 40. Dives toward the first down. And depending on the spot, we'll have the first down. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. And on that spot, I think he's going to have it. Chains are indeed moving. First down for the Blue Jays. Nice run there by Jackson Waddell, knowing where that first down marker is. It's not like the yellow line that you see on TVs out there, but it's as if he knew it was there.
Yeah, Jackson very aware of the field. And yeah, it says that's what you'd expect, kind of play you expect out of a 3-year starter, a quarterback, smart player.
Blue Jays line of scrimmage, 3 receiver formation. Josh Rain got the bulk of the carries here. Started in the middle, now cuts to the left. He'll get to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Josh and bring up a second down and 7. 7:30, 7:29 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. Be sure to stay tuned. Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have our John Vance Motors first half scoring summary, and we're going to kind of dive into a lot of scores because there's a lot of spots in all the classes of trying to win a district championship, trying to get in the playoffs, trying to move up in the playoffs. So a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Good stuff. It sounds like Stillwater's got a heck of a ball game on their hands. They're at home against Dell City. Last time I saw Dell City up in that ball game.
Stillwater trying to win a district championship. Jackson through the air, comes to Brody Hinkle, caught and then dropped immediately is Brody. He holds on to the football. And, boy, I thought forward progress should have been in the 35-yard line, but they're moving back to the 37.
Well, they're having a hard time spotting the ball.
He caught it at the 35.
He caught it at the 35. That's not.
We try to be fair as possible.
That's just a bad call, Chris. Unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah, it's going to cost the Jays, I think, 3 yards in penalty or 3 yards in field position. But it will be a 3rd down and 10 plays. I don't think Brody tried to make another move to make him. So be it, though. 3rd down and 10 for the Blue Jays. They need just across the 30, close to the 28-yard line for the first down. 4 receiver set. Jackson rose to the far side. Kel Kaufman, a blocker for him, throws it downfield. Wide open cut inside the 20, down to the 11-yard line. And is that Kay Guggesberg? It is. And the Blue Jays with a big play from the 38-yard line all the way down to the 11. A 27-yard catch for Kay Guggesberg.
Great pass by Jackson Waddell. Super catch by Caden. Just, again, not that he was wide open. He was pretty well covered, but just a perfect pass by Jackson.
It was.
It was just a perfect pass.
Coming up on the midway point of this second quarter. Blue Jays moving left to right on your 93.7 FM radio dial. Of course, we'll have Oklahoma State football here tomorrow night on 93.7 as they take on the Baylor Bears. Little RPO action. It's over the head of Dominic Gooseby, and that RPO play was there. Just maybe a tall touch for Gooseby to come down with.
That's a play where you like to see him try that with big number 12. That's 6'4", 6'5" body. And, of course, Dominic over the years has played some tight end and wide receiver for the Jays. Trying a few different things here. Getting ready for the first-round play. Might be, by the sounds of things, maybe going to Duncan.
Might be going to Duncan. Duncan's only loss this year coming to the Ardmore Tigers, 34-7. A little option play goes to that's Kel Kaufman on the left side as he got it at the 10 and was able to run about 3 yards out to the 7-yard line. And so the Jays can get one more first down inside the 5, close to the 3-yard line.
Of course, taking a lot of time off the clock on this drive. I think they've taken about 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, down to 5:45 as Kel went out of bounds.
Talked earlier about how Kel Kaufman kind of does a little bit of everything for the Jays.
Is that Jamal Ronas? 65? Yeah, I think that's...
Is that right?
I think that's Jamal Ronas lining up at right tackle.
Surprise, surprise.
Unless there's been a jersey swap, that certainly looks like Jamal. 3rd down and 7. And I think we have a timeout. We do. Timeout taken by Lawton. We'll take a timeout with them. 5:45 to play till halftime. Guthrie 17, Lawton 9-0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Lawton, Oklahoma. Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Blue Jays on top of Lawton Eagles. Score 17-0. Braden looking in at number 65 there by Jamal Aronis. Has missed the entire season due to a knee injury that he suffered last season in basketball. So good news
shocker
here. Yeah. Third down, and Guthrie will spend a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here.
We're at the battle of timeouts right now, Christopher.
Let's see. Make sure we're good on timeouts here. Yep, we're good on timeouts. So, again, stay tuned. We'll have some scores from the state of Oklahoma. Western Heights within 2 touchdowns of Ardmore. That's a minor win there for Western Heights.
Yeah. Interesting. Duncan, of course, if they were to beat Altus, and J.J. Harris spent quite a few years in Guthrie and left, I think, right before his freshman year in high school. Of course, JJ's a starter on both sides of the ball. I think a 3-year starter for the Duncan.
A good player.
Ball team. It'd be kind of interesting. He'd be playing some of his old buddies and a little added element to the game next week if that Duncan's able to hold on there and win that ball game.
Lawton MacArthur 17, El Reno 14. The winner in the playoffs, the loser out of the playoffs. Lawton Mac has been in the playoffs so many years in a row, and that's in danger. A winning season's in danger for the Highlanders. Back to this one here for the Blue Jays. 3rd down and 7. Guthrie can get one more first down inside the 2-yard line. 2 receiver set. Jackson Waddell with the ball on the far hash mark of the 7-yard line. Brody in the motion left to right. Jackson rolling, throwing, and a poor pass there looking for Marcellus Owens. Marcellus was at the goal line. The ball bounced about the 2-yard line. Very rarely do you see a pass like that from Jackson. It's incomplete, so now David Vargas will come on for his second field goal attempt. He made his first one from 31 yards out, about midway point of the first quarter. This one's going to be a little bit closer, as this one's going to be closer to about a 34, 16, about a 26-yard. Excuse me, it's going to be about a 24-yard. Oh, hold on. Yeah, about 24 yards. We'll call it officially. Snap, hold. He's got plenty of leg for this. Just get in between the uprights, and he's pretty good still. Field goal is good. Increases the lead for the Blue Jays by a score of now 20-0. We'll take a timeout, our final timeout of this first half. 5:36 to go until halftime. Guthrie 20, Lawton 0. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Glenda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color option, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
Where sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. David Vargas, 24-yard field goal. His second of the night. His first one was from 31 yards out. Blue Jays increase that lead now 20-0. John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to by a car. David kick left to right. Last one went into the end zone. This one goes into the end zone. Lawton Eisenhower football. First down and 10. Well, another scoring update in Duncan. Altus and Duncan fighting for the second spot to host a playoff game, to host the Guthrie Bluejays. Duncan now leads Altus 35-7. Another scoring update, MacArthur now with a 10-point lead over El Reno, 24-14.
Well, I don't know how much closer Duncan is to Guthrie, but
it feels like a lot closer.
It does, and that's all that counts, Chris.
Because we go through Chickasha, and then that's the turn that you make to go to Duncan in Stevens County.
You still have Watermelon over there near that?
Marlowe? No, that's Rush Springs.
Rush Springs.
Yeah. First down 10 for the Lawton Eisenhower Eagles. I'll run it up the middle. And a small pickup of 2 yards. Second down and 8. Of course, Guthrie Duncan had a series there about, 6-8 years. And Duncan dropped the Blue Jays from the schedule. Didn't want to play Guthrie anymore. Went a different direction, trying to build a program. But,
they've done that. I mean, it's been a good move on their part.
And they got a new press box. We were there 1 year with the new press box.
Yeah.
This is how I think on the radio, the press box situation. So it'll be a comfortable broadcast if we have to go to Duncan. Comfortable on the gas mileage as well. Second down and 8 for the Eagles. They're wanting to throw here. Rolling to the near side. It's going to be over the head of the intended receiver. Gooseby on the coverage of the intended receiver for Lawton Eisenhower is number 3, Derek Coleman, the 168-pound senior.
He found himself open on the play. This kid just couldn't get the ball to him and ran a nice route.
Incomplete pass brings up third down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Lawton Eisenhower just a couple of first downs tonight and have had to punt the ball literally the entire first half so far. Still got 4:55 to go. Here we go. Third down and 8. Harris wants to throw. Here comes the pressure by Davis Scott, running all the way back to the 5-yard line. Has a little bit of a window to throw it. Throws it downfield. Dangerous situation. Is going to be intercepted by the Blue Jays at the 39-yard line. Another Guthrie defensive turnover.
Let's see who came down with that.
Turvey Williams. Turvey has at least one pick six this year.
Well, good for Turvey. That's, dropping back in coverage. And what does that make? We've got to be close to 30, don't we?
See, I think, was it last, bringing Parker, I'm starting to lose my numbers. Was it 27 after last week?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so that was number 28 for the Blue Jay defense.
It's got to be some kind of record, doesn't it?
Boy, I don't know. It's up there. Of course, Guthrie started the season with 6 turnovers against Enid. There's some story. There's a deal with Enid that we'll get to hear after this play. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Two-back set. They're going to throw it into the backfield to Cal Kaufman. Going to lose a yard back to the 41-yard line. Steve Hayes, head coach of the Enid Plainsmen, and resigned today.
Yeah, I mean,
got beat by Broken Arrow last night, 79-0.
Wow. Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's a tough place right now. I mean, you're just. It's tough to go out and try to do your job every week when you know you don't really have a shot in the majority of your games.
Loss of 1, second down and 11. Jays will keep it on the ground here with Josh Raines across the 40, across the 35 to the 30, and down near the 25. They'll mark him at the 26. First down, Blue Jays. Nice run there by Josh Raines. Steve Hayes, of course, Enid struggled in 6A2, got bumped up this year, 6A1, and the schedule we knew was going to be tough for them. There was a handful of games they were going to be favored in. They go 1-9 this year. Their lone victory against Ponca City, who is in danger of going 0-10 after tonight. So the Plainsville will be looking for a new head coach beginning here pretty quickly. Jackson Waddell keeps it across the 25, across the 20, and down in around the 18, close to the 17-yard line, close to another first down, a 9-yard run for Jackson Waddell.
Yeah, you're starting to see these runs get a little bit easier, pick up yards a little bit easier, and that's what happens when you get in a game that one team's starting to pull away a little bit. And of course, I don't know if we've confirmed yet on if the big boy's down on the line or not. That might have something to do with it as well.
Jackson wants to throw on second down and 1. Forced out of the pocket, throws it into the end zone, has Brody, but throws it out of the back of the end zone. Probably a great decision there by Jackson.
Great decision, a great athletic play to get out of that, because he was in the grasp of an Eagle defender and was somehow able to step out away, get out to the right side, and throw the ball away. Live to fight another day.
Now, we were talking about David Vargas coming out. Now, he's not out there right now, so it's kind of one of those David, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Oh, because I was going to tell you,
Jamal
he kicks.
Ronis. Yeah.
David just kicks.
Talking about Jamal Ronis,
Right.
not out there right now with this group here. So I don't know if it was a touch and see how everything's going. We'll kind of watch that. 3rd down and 1 for the Blue Jays after the incomplete pass. They'll hand it off to Raines on the right side. 1st down and more. 15, 10, and tackled at the 5-yard line. It's a tackle around the waist. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's another touchdown for Josh Raines, but instead it's 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
You know, Josh is a kid that we talk to. He's a more of a power runner, but in his previous carry, he actually showed a little shake there on that carry. And, you know, I think a lot of it just getting some confidence, getting some timing in that position. So really doing a great job for the Jays.
1st down and goal. Jackson trying to run it in himself, and he does. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Jackson Waddell from 5 yards out. Strike up the Guthrie Blue Jay band.
And that's what you wanted to see. Come out, put together a long, sustained drive, did a great job, cut back on the mistakes, really executed offensively. Super job by the Blue Jays.
Jackson Waddell and the Blue Jays increase that lead. Now 26-0 PAT upcoming. 2:48 left to play here until halftime. David Vargas on for the PAT. Snap, hold, kick. And the Blue Jays now increase that lead to 27-0. We'll take a timeout. I lied. We have one more timeout take, and let me make sure. Yeah, we will take it with you. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football on Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI. I lied. We're going to keep it here. We were cut up on the computer didn't want me to play it because we are cut up on that. So the computer usually gets it right. So
usually got Owasso. My Owasso Rams are up 20-7 now.
Ooh, Owasso 6A1 state champions from a year ago. Not quite as easy this year. I'm guessing that's Owasso over PC North. PC North, I think. Yeah, PC North will be the only team in 6A Division I that will have a chance to host a playoff game on the west side of the state.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow's hosting, Union's hosting, Jinx is hosting, and now it could be either PC North or Owasso hosting.
Yep. Just another update. It looks like Carl Albert and Bishop McGinnis are at half now. Titans up 14-0. The report I have, and I quote, Carl Albert defense has completely shut down Dominic Richardson.
Ooh, okay.
So Oklahoma Preps reporting that.
David Vargas kicks this one left to right. The last two have gone into the end zone, so why not a third one? This one 5 yards deep in the end zone, and Lawton Ike will have the football. 1st down and 10, and I don't think Lawton Ike have they crossed midfield?
I don't believe they have.
So
looks like we got a late score by Altus, and Duncan leads at halftime 35-14 in that contest now.
Blue Jays' latest touchdown scoring drive, Jackson Waddell, 5-yard touchdown run. Remember, it was set up by a Turvey Williams interception. And so now with 2:48 to play until halftime, Guthrie 27, Lawton Ike 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. Lawton Ike, and they're going to have a false start. And Parker, your thoughts on the first half? Carl Albert got a little information as well.
Yeah, our buddy over at the Oklahoma, Jacob Unruh, says that Dejan Taylor has 20 carries, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he's probably going off as we all expected.
Yeah, so we were always talking about Richardson versus Taylor. Richardson's a better, athlete. Taylor maybe, hey, I'm pretty darn good myself.
Well, he's a good player. He's playing on a better team. Last time I checked, still a team sport, I think. But don't take anything away from the Richardson kid, the Taylor kid. Very fine running back in his own right. I think we all knew, playing for a better club.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was so weird. We talked about this on the radio show this week, how McGinnis was so Richardson in their quarterback. I mean, that's all it really was offensively.
Yeah.
They threw the ball, but when they threw it, they didn't look at any other receiver. They threw it to Richardson every single time.
And they had a couple kids, 6'2", 6'3", wideouts, so.
1st down 10, handoff for Lawton Ike on the right side. Not much there, maybe 1 yard. Bring it up 2nd down and 9. And, against the good teams, and Guthrie did a pretty good. I mean, he got 213 yards against Guthrie rushing, but Carl Albert has a lot really good athletes that can maybe spy or a little bit. I think
they
if
have more
Guthrie
speed than we do,
Yeah.
and physically, I think are a little bit more physically, just from a size perspective,
Right.
or just able to probably do it a little bit more. But also you can't take away this either. I mean, it's the fact is that Carl Albert's in everybody's head too a little bit. That's when you're going for your third straight state championship and haven't lost a game in almost 2 years, and
last loss, by the way, in the regular season at Bishop McGuinness.
All that stuff adds up, though, and just psychologically can really have an effect on kids as well.
I'm interested that McGuinness-Carl Albert game being televised. I think Cox has that game. I'm interested to see how Cox is set up over there. And when we go there, our production's getting pretty big. We're rivals Cox. But with that said, we have to broadcast on the roof. I wonder how they got those. We have to carry these big things up there. They got these cameras that are a little bit large. I wonder if they have it on the rooftop. Or
I think they probably get treated a little better than we do. Yeah. I mean, it's
now when McGuinness comes to Guthrie, we give them a nice
press
booth,
box, food,
water,
sodas if they want one.
Yeah, we give them a hard time. There's really nothing they can do. The press box, besides build a bigger press box.
Well, they don't have a lot of money at McGuinness.
No.
Very poor school.
Well, it's one of those deals they did build a new press box. They just didn't.
They just neglected everybby else.
Just didn't get to the size it probably needed as we were delayed here after an injury by a Lawton Ike player. Looks like he's walking off on his own feet there. Number 6, Tariq Jackson, the tailback. It looks like he's going to be okay, and that's why we have a delay here with 2:25 to play till halftime. Guthrie 27, Lawton Ike 0.
We were talking to a guy today who was talking about his son, younger kid, and said, boy, I had my kid, we scrimmaged a team that's a couple years older. My son plays running back, and he just didn't want to hit the hole. I said, well, Dad, it hurts.
Yes, it does hurt. Back to action here. 2nd down and 9 from the 21-yard line. Eagles go to the air. It's caught at the 17. J.D. Kuhnfield can't bring him down immediately, but gets help from his teammate, Zach Gooseby. Yeah, Gooseby, after another 1-yard pickup on the reception for Lawton Ike, was number 10, DeAndre Tisdale. Again, Gooseby with the tackle and bring up 3rd down and 8.
Of course, J.D. right there disrupted the play, had a hold of him, held him up, and then Gooseby comes and cleans it up. But great play at the safety position all year, and it's just been really fun to watch some of these younger kids develop.
143, 142 till halftime. See what Ike does here. If they go through the air, 3rd down and 8, they need the 30-yard line for a first down. First downs have been hard to come from. Here comes the pressure on the outside edge. Gooseby gets a hand on the jersey, but Fisher's able to get away. Not Fisher, 20, 25, 30. 35 had a flashback, Phil.
He looked a little bit like Fisher.
He did look
there.
like Fisher as he gets out to the 37-yard line. Does the quarterback, the quarterback, Trey Harris. I apologize there.
Nice effort by the Harris kid. I mean, got away from the one tackler and really did a nice job getting downfield, and really the best play they've had all night, I'd say, offensively.
Yeah, no doubt. Got there just a little late to Gooseby. I able to get a hand on the jersey, just couldn't bring him down as it goes from the 22-yard line to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 15 yards. First set of downs with 1:26 to play until halftime. 1st down and 10. Harris rolls to the far side, throws it, had a man wide open, caught, pass was dropped. Now a late flag. David Scott might be hit with the late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, David got there a little late and cost him 15. Nothing malicious there, just going hard and
bumped him.
Well, it happens.
Got in the way.
Well, when you get going, you're going full speed, and you run all that way.
Might as well to finish it.
One of the funniest things ever, Josh King was telling me back against Carl Albert in a real heated game, and we were punting the ball, and Josh hit the kid that was to return the punt probably about 3 seconds before the ball got there, and I talked to him after the game. I said, what were you thinking? He goes, well, I knew I couldn't stop, so I thought, what the heck? I might as well hit it.
I'm here.
Right.
Pulte moves it into Guthrie territory, so Lawton Ike will take at least one snap in Guthrie territory in this first half. It'll come from the Guthrie 48-yard line. First down and 10, but we'll go back into Lawton Ike territory. False start on the Eagles. Well, almost got a snap.
Almost.
But it does count that they were in Guthrie territory.
They were in Guthrie territory.
Penalty will move from the Guthrie 48 to the Lawton Ike 47. First down 15, 81 seconds to play in the second quarter. Guthrie 27, Lawton Ike 0. Blue Jays with a touchdown and a field goal in the first quarter. 2 touchdowns and a field goal here in the second quarter. Blue Jays looking to go 8-2 in the regular season. Here comes pressure on the edge. Gets away from Gooseby, does the quarterback. It's thrown and it's incomplete at the 32-yard line. As quarterback threw that into double coverage there, did Trey Harris.
Well defended by the Jays.
Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 1:15. Again, stay tuned at halftime. Not only will give you the scores, but what might have to happen for some of these teams to win. Some teams need a little bit of help as well, and some teams got to win by a certain amount of points. So we'll try to break that down with some of the key games.
Right. Of course, one of the things, not 5A, but 6A2, the Stillwater game, big game up there. Stillwater could win the district title still, even with a loss.
Yep. Second down and 15 from the Lawton Ike 47-yard line. Pistol formation. They'll toss it to the pistol back on the near side. Driven out of bounds in the Lawton Ike bench is the running back, number 27. On the tackle for the Blue Jays was J.D. Kuhnfield. Running the football for Lawton Ike is number 27, DeBray Gates. Again, remember the starting tailback limped off the field earlier in Tariq Jackson. So pick up maybe a yard or two and bring up third down and 13.
Definitely want to see the Jays. I don't think the Jays have not had a shutout yet this year. I don't believe.
Didn't get it against Guyman.
No. Well, yeah. Well,
no. Guyman scored.
And we didn't get it against Northeast either.
Northwest.
Northwest, I'm
Parker?
sorry.
Jays shutout. Hold on, we'll get there in a second. Pass down the field, incomplete.
Northwest Classen, right?
Yeah, I want to say it was North. Yeah.
58-0?
70-0.
70-0.
Yeah.
That's right.
So one shutout by the Blue Jay defense.
Right. Of course, Kelly Beebe always looking for the shutout.
That pass there incomplete, brings up fourth down 13. Punting time for the Eagles.
A little different back there, returning punts this week. I think is that Cade?
It is.
Yeah, Cade Goosebird's been back there with Marcellus. Nice line drive punt. Marcellus fields it from the 22-yard line. Quickly to the 25, to the 30, and down at the 32-yard line. A 10-yard return. And the Blue Jays, I would think, would be pretty cautious here with 59 seconds, Phil.
They could just get out there, run a couple plays, get in the halftime locker room, and make whatever adjustments they need or want to. And overall, we talked about the energy. It's, they're really not playing for anything here besides pride. That's important, obviously, but it's one of those games. Just kind of almost feels like a little bit of motions, right? Just going through some motions. Not necessarily for the Blue Jays, but
good to get this halftime lead at 27-0. Kind of cruise, not go through the motions maybe in the second half.
Right.
So Jackson Waddell wanting to throw the football. He'll take off on foot. 35, 40, 45, out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Pickup of 17 yards for Jackson. Stops the clock with 40 seconds. So, hey.
Might go ahead and see if we can get something done here. See what Scott Mick draws up. May see something down the field here. Try to get a late score in the first half.
Which usually means Marcellus.
Correct.
He's in the slot on that far side. 4 receivers. Talik Jackson, the lone receiver on the bottom of the formation. Jackson, a little screen pass caught by Marcellus at the 45. Trying to get to the line of scrimmage. Will not get to the line of scrimmage. He will lose 1 yard, and Guthrie will quickly take a timeout with 33 seconds to play until halftime. We'll keep it here. 27-0, Guthrie on top, Lawton Ike.
Obviously taking that timeout, Blue Jays are definitely going to try to draw something up here and see if we can get another 6 on the board prior to halftime.
Both teams with 1 timeout left, so Guthrie can use that timeout if they need to set up a field goal if they get there. David Vargas 2 for 2 tonight.
I'd like to see him get a shot at a really, really long one, just one time.
What, 44 yards?
Davis very capable of making them from that and farther. Seems like sometimes when they're longer distance, at least this season, he's pulled them a little bit, and that's usually not that unusual. You're trying to put a little extra into it, and instead of just trusting your leg, but.
Got a good shot there. The Blue Jay huddle. Braden and Russell on the camera tonight for our video feed. Again, you can find us on youtube.com/Guthrie News, or you can kind of search for Guthrie News page or search Guthrie versus Lawton, or you can go to GuthrieSportsPage.com. Click the game story, and it'll be right at the top of your feed. And appreciate everyone tuning. Got a good audience watching this one here tonight.
Yeah.
Of course, always across North Central Oklahoma on 93.7 FM. Jackson Waddell, second down 11, rolls, has a wide open Brody Hinkle caught and down at the Lawton 40-yard line. It's going to be enough for a first down as Brody picks up 12 yards. Guthrie to the line of scrimmage quickly, and that will be stopped as there's an injured Lawton player back at the 40-yard line. So this will help the Guthrie offense get set for the next play because the clock will go in motion on the referee's whistle. 28 seconds to play until halftime.
Yeah, definitely a break for the Blue Jays there. I mean, they were going to have to hurry up to the line and try to get something drawn up quick. And of course, you don't ever want to see a young man down the field.
It's been fun to watch how, I guess we'll talk about our broadcast real quick. For our video, it's just weird to see Guthrie. I mean, send it all up just to see that shot right there.
It's a great shot.
I mean, just how only one camera tonight on the road, and got some people ill on the broadcast. Last week had 3 cameras, but very cool just to be able to bring that. Of course, a lot of people do it. Next door, Lawton has the streaming. I mean, it goes from like Hooker, Oklahoma. We covered the playoffs last year, and it's all.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
It's became the norm and not the exception. And of course, what we love is we get feedback from folks that a lot of. We don't think about this a lot of times, but there's a lot of Blue Jay fans out there that can't necessarily get around as well as they'd like to, and just so they just can't get to the ball games, whether it's home or away, and it gives those Blue Jay fans an opportunity to watch. And then we've been really blessed over the years to get some great feedback from grandparents that live out of state or even out of country.
Yeah.
Fathers, mothers deployed that have been able to watch their children. And so, it really makes us very happy to be able to do something small to at least give them an opportunity to watch their loved ones participate and compete on the field. And that's something that obviously I know means a great deal to you, Chris, but it's just a fun thing to be able to do.
And it's not just athletics, but it's also church services. A lot of people who can't, or nursing homes and can't get out, they can watch their church service. And just the streaming ability has
it's a game changer.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it's from a quality of life perspective for many people. I mean, we had a family share with us a couple weeks ago that they have a family member that it's the highlight of their week.
Yeah.
They get to watch Blue Jay football, and longtime Blue Jay fans, and just health-wise, just can't get out to the games, and it makes us very, very happy when we see that. And there's just different situations that come up, but I think it's awesome. One of the great things about technology is it's able to serve those folks that just otherwise would just be left out.
Yeah, and because you're still going to have, Jelsma Stadium is still going to be packed every Friday night.
Sure.
It's just, those casual fans that are fans but don't want to deal with. My wife is the perfect example. Doesn't want to be among people, but watches the game on the, or listens to it. She listened to it on the radio last week.
Well, time marches on, right? Things change.
Good song. Great song.
Thank you very much. Glad you picked up on that. But it's, things change. And, years ago you couldn't have done this because, to be quite frank, before huddle, coaches would have been really bothered by that because of well, geez, everybody can watch this and get a competitive advantage. But, with huddle, heck, everybody's got film on everybody, instantly anyway. And it's just, the games change, the actions around the games changed. And so it's just a little thing that's been kind of a cool thing to be a part of.
I like it because there's a lot of Thursday night football. Guthrie plays most of it, so I was able to watch Broken Arrow, Enid. I was able to watch Lawton and Putnam City last night. Able to watch Westmore and Jinx last night. And so it's always fun. Of course, radio is still a big part of what we do. We love the radio deal. Still got to have the radio deal, but it's good to provide options. It's a really cool deal as the Lawton player slowly coming off the field. That's why we have a little delay here. And it looks to be in a lot of pain, but looks like he's coming off the field okay. I think that's Marquis Woodward, jersey number 58 for Lawton. And
looks like he might have got his bell rung. I mean, he's get a little help from both sides getting him off the field, and you want to wish that young man well. And it's tough, you know. If you ever played football and you got your bell rung, it's not a fun thing. You kind of look around, don't know where you're at, don't know what's going on. So scary deal for the kids. Looks like he'll be okay.
Back to action, first down in 10. Brody Hinkle in the motion, right to left. 4 receiver formation. Jackson rolls to the far side. Jackson plants the feet. It's going to be sacked at the 45-yard line. Guthrie will not take it. There it is. Guthrie does take their final timeout with 19 seconds to play until halftime. Again, score Guthrie 27, Lawton 0. Blue Jays trying to get one more score in this first half. I would certainly think the Blue Jays will kind of go to the bench in the second half, Phil. I mean, your playoff spot is secured. You're in the playoffs, as your Escrow Chevrolet key to the game was. I'm sure it'll be your second half Escrow Chevrolet key to the game as well. It's just to be healthy.
Well, you want to stay healthy, and you always kind of knock on wood when you're talking about those things because everything happens so quickly, as we just saw with the young man from Lawton who was down on the play, but. Want to get healthy. Really. So I think you'd probably be right. We'll probably see.
I was going to joke about your
see a backup quarterback in the second half at some point, and probably some different kids at the running back position. We're pretty beat up at running back, and so it's definitely part of the game plan. It'd make that decision a little easier if we could get another score on the board going into halftime, but. Obviously, the game's well in hand at this point for the Jays.
It's going to be how fast can you get the second half over with?
Yeah.
Still got a little drive back home as well.
Well, after dinner. I mean, it's company's got to buy dinner.
I didn't think you'd remember that part. Second down and 15. I do have the company card. We're in good hands. 4 receiver set. Brody Hinkle in the motion, right to left. Same as the one before. Blue Jays might have set up a play. Jackson comes wide open. Josh Raines at the 35 to the 30. He's to the 25. First down, bouncing outside to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and the 5 into the end zone. Josh Raines on an outstanding catch and an outstanding run after the catch. Strike up the Guthrie band.
Josh showing some of that shake we were talking about. I mean, I tell you, the kid's getting more comfortable every snap of the ball. Plant that tailback position, and it is a change. You go from defensive side of the ball where you have a different mentality, and as a linebacker, that first step forward, and it's just really go to the ball, and you're seeing Josh develop more just timing and flow on the offensive side of the ball. So what a big-time play by Josh Raines.
45-yard touchdown. He was wide open. Jackson got rid of that football so fast. He was so wide open as David Vargas executes the extra point, and Blue Jays now increasing their lead 34-0. And boy, Josh bounced out.
Wow.
I thought he was going to be taken out of bounds a few times, but stayed in bounds.
Well, it's that mentality, right? He's got that toughness, that hard running mentality, but just a real athletic play by Josh to get in the end zone. Like you, I thought he was going to go out about the 6-7 yard line and just put a toe on the ground, cut it back in, and golden goalpost. So pretty good play there by Josh Raines.
Josh Raines with a 45-yard touchdown reception. So Josh has an 18-yard touchdown run and now a 45-yard touchdown reception from Jackson Waddell. So with 7 seconds to play in the first half, Guthrie now 34, Lawton 0. That is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. John Vance Motors, where it's comfortable to buy a car.
We talk all the time about my wife got her latest vehicle at John Vance here a year or so ago, and great service out there when you go in to get a service call done or whatever your need is. They always do a wonderful job.
Yeah, saw visit with John Noble a little bit in the service department.
Yeah,
in the Chevrolet section of things. Of course, John Vance, location in Perry, Oklahoma. Perry, oh, by the way, going for a district championship tonight in
crazy
3A football.
Crazy.
Miami, another location up there, the War Dogs. I'm not quite sure how the War Dogs, I don't think they're playoffs this year. But
no, but just Perry and playoffs and football. It's, we're used to talking about Perry and wrestling.
Well, football is just a stretching drill for wrestling season.
That's all it is.
David Vargas, he's kicked 3 in a row in the end zone. This one fielded at the 1. Here's the return to the 10. This will be the final play of the first half to the 20. 21-yard line. Now reversing his direction and going down. And it is Kel Kaufman on the tackle for the Blue Jays. And the first half is in the books. It's all Guthrie. Guthrie didn't score until 4:13 mark in the first quarter, but they scored often after that. They'll go into the locker room with a 34-0 lead as the Guthrie Blue Jay pep band sends them into the locker room. We'll take a time out. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick Halftime Show. We'll have the John Vance Motors first half scoring summary, and we'll take a look at scores around the state of Oklahoma as playoffs are on the line tonight. We'll break it down after this. This is Guthrie Blue Jay Football, Hot 93.7 FM, KSBI.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
This is Craig Fleck. Stay tuned after the break. Phil Nichols will join me for first half stats and more on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Oh, welcome back. Golden Chick Halftime Show here in Lawton, Oklahoma, on campus of Cameron University. They call it Cameron Stadium. Blue Jays in the locker room on top of the Lawton Eagles by a score of 34-0. Parker, get your first half thoughts. That microphone just giving us fits, but that's okay. You're coming in loud and clear now, but your first half thoughts.
You know, it started a little sloppy, had some penalties, but, you know, we really cleaned it up there towards the end. And Josh Raines, man, talk about a breakout game for him. Definitely gaining some confidence, and that gives you another weapon going into the playoffs, hopefully.
Yeah, no doubt. That's exactly right, Phil. Confidence.
Yeah.
With Josh.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked a little bit about it. I mean, you can see him getting more comfortable literally every snap of the football on the offensive side. And you know, you're just – I mean, he's a football player, right? I mean, the kid's done a great job on the defensive side. Last few games, due to injuries, has been forced more to the offensive side of the ball. And he's just, like Parker said, a real breakout game. Early front runner for the North Church player of the game, no doubt about it.
Yeah, no doubt, yeah. Appreciate the Russell family watching back in Guthrie, watching it through their Xbox. That's how crazy everything is.
You watch things through Xbox?
Yeah, oh, yeah, you can do, yeah.
What about my AM/FM radio? Can I watch it through that?
Well, yeah, right on 93. You can't watch it. You can listen to it.
I thought you could watch it on everything else.
I know, but, yeah, appreciate the Russell family watching the broadcast back in Guthrie. And we'll have some scoring updates here in a little bit. Real quickly, I want to kind of give you a first-half rundown how we got to the score real quick with our John Vance Motors first-half scoring summary. Guthrie jumped out to a 3-0 lead at the 4:13 mark of the first quarter with a 31-yard field goal by David Vargas. Guthrie's first touchdown of the night came by Josh Raines on an 18-yard touchdown run. It was the first play of the drive. Extra point was good. Guthrie had a 10-0 lead with 2:40 to play in the first quarter. That would be the end of the first quarter score. In the second quarter, just about a minute and a half in, Marcellus Owens with a 34-yard touchdown reception. He was wide open in the end zone, and Jackson Waddell found him. Guthrie made it a 17-0 ball game. Guthrie scored two more times in the second quarter. A 24-yard field goal by David Vargas made it a 20-0 game. So David with two field goals, 31 and 24 in the first half. Jackson Waddell got into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run at the 2:48 mark in the second quarter. Made it 27-0. Of course, that was set up by the Turvey Williams interception at the 40-yard line. So Blue Jays went 40 yards on that scoring drive. And then the last score just before the end of the first half, Josh Raines caught a little 10-yard pass by Jackson Waddell. And then from 35 yards out from there, made a couple nice moves, couple strong moves, got into the end zone with 7 seconds left before halftime, and that is your halftime score. Guthrie 34, Lawton 0. With that, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we take a look at scores around the state of Oklahoma and what it might mean for the Guthrie Bluejays and their first-round playoff opponent. That comes after the short timeout. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
The Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on with the John Vance Auto Group scoring summary right after this.
Football. Whether it's watching it on TV, listening on the radio, or going to a game, it's part of being an American. It's also part of being a Guthrie Bluejays fan, where winning is a tradition. At John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie, we too have a tradition. It's one of treating our customers with respect. If you need a Ford, GMC, Cadillac, Buick, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, new or pre-owned, come by and be impressed with how you'll be treated.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
I-35, exit 153 in Guthrie.
Lawton, Oklahoma, Cameron University, Cameron Stadium. Chris Evans, Phil Nichols, Parker Burnett, Braden Russell with you on this Friday night. Scores from around the state of Oklahoma. The big one in Oklahoma City, Bishop McGinnis. Phil?
Got it.
Merritt Roberts was kind enough to let me know. We weren't able to watch that ball game, but obviously scoring updates. But Bishop McGinnis comes out with Richardson at quarterback.
Really?
In the second half. 14, Carl Albert. McGinnis on the scoreboard 7. So we talked about he does everything, but now it's really doing everything.
That's crazy.
So McGinnis said, we're going to put everything on your shoulders and just try to lead us there. Not a bad strategy, by the way.
I think there's you've got to look at get the ball in the best player you have, his hands. Like we talked, he's definitely the best player on the field down there tonight. So be interesting to see if he's able to bring the Irish back. Boy, what an upset that would be, huh?
That would be. First score, again, this doesn't matter a whole lot to the Guthrie fans right now, but it is for the 2 spot or the 3 spot on the east side of school, on the east side of the state in 5A. Ada is at Tulsa Edison Prep. The winner finishes second in the district. The loser finishes third. At halftime, Edison Prep leads the Ada Cougars 23-20. Of course, Ada jumping up to 5A football this year after a few years in 4A football. Bishop Kelly shutting out McAllister 28-0. We mentioned Carl Ebert leading McGinnis 14-7. That's now almost the midway point of the third quarter, so that game is moving really, really fast there. Ardmore leads big, Western Heights 35-0. El Reno was down 10 points, 24-14. But now in the locker room with a 26-24 lead over Lawton MacArthur. The winner of that game moves on to play Ardmore in the first round. The loser ends their season. So, of course, Luke Davis, defensive coach there in over in El Reno. Of course, former offensive coordinator, Coach Atchison, the head coach over there.
Yeah, Luke's the defensive coordinator there for El Reno and doing a great job. And, of course, we've always kind of pulling for those guys. Got a little contact or a lot of connections there with the Davis family as well as Coach Atkins. So want to see those guys do well, and what a big time story that would be for Lawton Mac to not make the playoffs. That'd be the end of 17 or 18 years.
Well, they have right now 18 straight winning seasons.
Winning seasons, okay.
And that's in jeopardy if they lose tonight. It'll go away. I think they'll finish 500 if they lose tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, they would finish 500 if they go on to lose.
Yep.
The battle between 0-9 Northwest Classen and 0-9 Guyman. By the way, that game being played in Guyman. Northwest Classen 6, Guyman Tigers 14.
It's a battle. It's a battle.
I almost wanted to go up there and watch that game.
You've been by yourself. God, I love the children, but there's a limit to everything.
Another playoff game in 5A. Carl Everett McGinnis fighting for that 1-2 spot. Guthrie's 3. The 4 spot is between Piedmont and Woodward. Woodward is in Piedmont tonight. The winner has a playoff berth in Ardmore. The loser season comes to an end. Woodward 14, Piedmont 21 at halftime.
Wow. So, like we said, pick 'em game.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what you would expect. So, just a lot of excitement in Week 10. I mean, this is how high school football should be, right? Finished, decided on the field.
Yep.
You know, and that's great.
Did I tease the Altus Duncan long
A
enough?
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's keeping an audience is what
I
that's
understand.
called.
That's what that's called.
Parker's
Yeah.
just waiting to hear this, and
Oh,
he just
yeah. Well,
here we
don't
go.
tell him yet.
All right, so should we take a break?
I mean, he's getting a little cocky, Parker is.
Well, should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
That would be rude. That
Yeah.
would not be very nice to
Well,
do that.
I mean, hey, speaking of not very nice,
we're going to delay this a little bit longer.
you and
Yeah.
I's great friend, Jeff Chappell,
Yes.
who you know, you've seen him. He's very mean to me on occasion.
Mr. Chappell?
Well, I mean, Jeff. I often wonder, how did a man like Jeff have these two beautiful daughters and absolutely
Jordan and Jillian,
and this beautiful, wonderfully sweet wife, Debbie
Miss
Chappell.
Debbie, yes.
How did he do that?
Blessed.
That's kind of what I thought. Blessed.
All right. We delayed this long enough. Altus is at Duncan. Altus is the favorite, so we thought, going into this ball game. And at halftime, Duncan leads Altus 35-14. Again, we watched that game close. That is the game that we will watch very close because the winner of that game will be where the Guthrie Bluejays will travel next week for the first round of the playoffs. We thought it might be an hour from here in Altus, Oklahoma, but it might be 45 minutes up the road in Duncan.
That'd be better. Gosh, that'd be better.
So, again, it's just
Just
first half.
last time you drove to Altus.
Yeah. Last time I went to Altus had a flat. Last time we went to Woodward had a flat.
We're due a flat, Chris.
No, we're
well,
not.
I'm just telling you, the cards are kind of stacked against us.
All right. Well, we got to take a timeout. We'll take a look at some of the other scores in the state of Oklahoma. We'll take a look at a little 6A football as the big important score here in Lawton. Guthrie with a halftime lead over Lawton High score 34-0. Timeout from Lawton, Oklahoma. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
When it comes to Guthrie Bluejay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
I'm Mike Gundy, head football coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Respect of the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials is necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. Your conduct is a direct reflection of you, your community, and your school. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing.
Welcome back. Golden Chick halftime show in Lawton, Oklahoma. Cameron Stadium, Cameron University. Parker Burnett down on the field. Braden Russell on the camera. Phil Nichols. To my right, I'm Chris Evans. Thanks for tuning us in here on this Friday night. Big hello to Mason Russell, Ren Russell, Ryan Lee Russell watching the ball game back in Guthrie. Watching the Blue Jays lead Lawton night 34-0.
Well, I mean, this, and I just want to say this, it's been a tell of what a difference a year makes, right? This Blue Jay team comes out. Last year had a very disappointing season. Still made the playoffs, but just a lot of craziness last year. And hats off to the coaching staff and the kids. I mean, a lot of young men have really grown up, and to be sitting there, what looks like going to be finish 8-2 on the season, and could easily be 9-1, but 8-2 on the season, just a real testament for the coaching staff and these kids for just coming together as a team. Just really, really proud of these young men. They've done a great job. So,
and bringing Parker on that thought there, it's been fun watching them this year. Didn't have a very good game offensively against Carl Albert, 21-0, and we're competitive the entire game with Bishop McGinnis, but only 2 losses, nothing to be embarrassed about. But Guthrie really likes another crack at McGinnis, and another crack at Carl Albert as well. But to beat all 3 schools in the non-district were 6A schools.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the turnovers we forced. I mean, the defense, the way they played. I mean, it was just incredible to watch. And you get through that little skid 3-0, and you start thinking, hey, this might be a special season. And I know we've lost to Carl Albert McGinnis, but man, this has been one fun season to watch and cover. That's for sure.
Absolutely. By the way, Carl Everett McGinnis now tied 14-14 in that ball game. Appreciate that. And real quickly, let's take a look at some 6A2 scores real quick. Shawnee's going to end their season tonight. They're 2-7. They lead Bartlesville, though, by a score 30-21. Booker T. Washington leads Sand Springs 27-14. Stillwater in Dale City tonight. We knew it would be a good one. 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter, tied 14-14.
Well, that's a good ball game. And I got a quick update from our friend Ryan Cotting. He's the Beggs Demons playing
Sperry.
Looks like playing Sperry tonight. And
Beggs had a
21-14 over Sperry with 4 to go in the third. Just got an update. Block, punt for a score. Now up 28-14.
Yeah, Beggs had a player killed.
Yeah.
And Sperry rallied behind and showing support for the other team. And so Amazing Beggs is even playing football tonight after what they're going through in Beggs, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Scoring update, mentioned McGinnis. Richardson throws it 4 touchdowns. So
what can he not do?
He's we're putting it all in your hands, big boy. Lead us to the promised land.
Well, you know what? If anybody can do it, it's number 2. I mean, he's a phenomenal athlete.
Midwest City leads PC West 36-0 at halftime. Phil's Deer Creek Antlers with a 4-point lead at halftime, 21-17. Deer Creek going to end their season tonight, either 4-6 or 3-7 on the year. Ponca City looking for their first win of the year, but they trail to Sapulpa at halftime, 27-10. Sapulpa fighting for a playoff spot. Bixby all over Muskogee. That game in Muskogee tonight. Bixby already the district champions, have nothing to play for, but they have a 30-point lead at halftime, 37-7. And last night Lawton beat Pump City 56-7. Those are your scores in 6A2.
Yeah, it's just, we've talked about this throughout the year, boys. 6A2 is just it's the most exciting, I think, the most exciting class we have in high school football this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just from a competitive situation standpoint, but it's fun to see those schools. 4 or 5 years ago, Stillwater, now I think they'd be competing very well this year, but still, I don't think anybody would expect them to be playing for an undefeated regular season tonight if they were in 6A D1. Yeah. So, just a great decision. A decision I wasn't very happy with and didn't like at first, but, boy, they've really won me over the last few years. It's been a really neat thing to see.
Real quick, in the largest school, we call it 6A Big. UConn leads Ed Memorial in the third quarter, 21-6. Phil's Bulldogs in danger of going 2-8 on the year. Mustang leads Moore, 28-5. Moore has already clinched a playoff berth. Southmore leads Norman North, 21-20. Both teams are 2-7 on the season. Norman leads Edmond Santa Fe. This is another big game. The winner finishes second, and Santa Fe's got a playoff spot secured. If they lose, they finish third. Norman could finish second, third, or fourth, but they have a third quarter lead right now, 17-13. Owasso Rams lead PC North 20-7. PC North trying to host a first-round playoff game. They're in, but they trail it by 13 points by a score of 20-7. Edmond North trails Tulsa Union at halftime, 45-7. Jinx won last night over Westmore, 28-17, and Broken Arrow defeated Enid last night by a score of 76-0. Those are your 6A1 scores, and real quickly, I'm going to jump down to Class A football, see how the Cashion Wildcats and the Crescent Tigers are doing. Real quickly, see if we can get those scoring updates as we wait to load this here. Cashion and Minko tied 13-13 in the second quarter. Crescent Tigers trying to get into the playoffs. If they win tonight at home, they're in, but they trail big. They trail Christian Heritage by a score of 29-7 in the third quarter. So Crescent in the state championship a year ago, looks like they might not make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you talk about this a lot on the show on Wednesday nights, Chris, but in high school football, you have this thing called graduation.
Yep.
And you get to play with the ones you got, and that's why there's so many ups and downs. And to be quite frank, that's why when you do have programs that have these long-running playoff runs, it's so special because it's just tough, especially in these smaller towns. When you see a town that consistently makes the playoffs every year and does those things, it's quite an accomplishment.
Let's real quick in Class 2A football. Phil and I have we always give the Millwood opponent a 30-point
spot. 30. Yeah.
And we're going to see if Millwood has given up the 30 points yet or not. They always win by 30 except for when they play Heritage Hall in Washington. And let's see here. I'm going to refresh real quick before we get to our final helmet. Oh, by the way, the Blue Jays have made their way onto the field. We'll kick this second half off in about 3 minutes or so. But let's real quickly look at Perry Maroons. They're going to be district champions, Phil. They're beating Oklahoma Centennial right now, 44-12 as expected.
Yeah.
And so congratulations to the Perry Maroons. Millwood Jones is leading Prairie 20-6. Millwood at halftime leads Stratford 40-6. So
it's a nail biter.
Just a 34-point.
It's a nail biter.
Win or lead so far for.
Of course, we both think still or Millwood could. I mean, they would be good at any level this year, loaded with skilled kids and just a special ball club.
All right, we'll take our final time here on the Golden Chick halftime show as we get set for second half action between Guthrie and Lawton Eisenhower. Your score here at Cameron Stadium: Guthrie 34, Lawton Eisenhower 0. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
Welcome back. Cameron Stadium getting set for second half action here in about 2 minutes or so. Well, a lot of football. This is a fun night. Obviously, the Blue Jays are winning comfortably. They're going to win comfortably here tonight, 34-0 over Lawton Eisenhower. But it's fun to watch these scores. I mean, you got Piedmont Woodward fighting for a spot. El Reno Lawton Mac fighting for a spot. Carl Everett McGinnis fighting for a district championship. And so it's really a fun night of high school football, and glad everyone's spending a little bit of that with us on the broadcast.
Yeah, I mean, this is what high school football is supposed to be all about, right? You get out and enjoy the weather, support the kids, have fun, get a free meal after the – oh, that's just me, sorry. But now Parker, he didn't ride with us. So
I'm gonna unmute him, so it's fair game.
Are you going to give Parker per diem since he didn't ride with us for a meal on the way home, or how are you handling that?
Well, I mean,
it's not much of a team effort. I mean,
you think we can? You think we can compete with his brand new wife?
Well, now don't bring beautiful Miss Ashley to this.
I mean, we had no chance at him riding with us.
I know.
I mean, he can ride with his wife or us.
See, I was having fun, and
I like you guys, but
you ruined it.
I like you guys a lot, but I really love my wife, so she wins out.
Yeah, congratulations.
Parker won the lottery.
How long you been married, Parker?
I think it's 6 months.
No, Parker, don't think. Don't think. Get this right, buddy.
6 months.
6 months.
Of course, Parker married to the beautiful, lovely Miss Ashley. She's just a wonderful girl. Was a classmate of one of my kiddos, Ty, and has always been a sweet girl and just beautiful on the inside and out. And I didn't realize her eyesight was so bad.
I definitely outkicked my coverage there.
I think she married Parker so Kel can get some good pub out there.
There's got to be a reason.
It was a long con by her for sure.
Good to have Parker with us again for
doing a great
second
job.
week in a row, and we'll have him next week as well. Will it be in Duncan or will it be in Altus?
It's looking like Duncan, though.
It's looking like Duncan, yeah. We'll find out as the Blue Jay Pep Band across the way plays that Blue Jay fight song as Blue Jays and Eagles getting ready to kick off this second half. Lawton Eisenhower won the toss, deferred to the second half, so Lawton Eisenhower will have first crack at it here in the second half.
What is that? What do the coaches want? When you look at the Duncan, Altus, they're both great, very good football teams, obviously, but
I don't know.
From a matchup perspective,
I don't know what the Guthrie coaches want. I would think
they'd want Duncan, don't you think?
I would want Duncan.
Yeah,
I mean, Duncan's going to be in the playoffs for the first time in a little while. Altus is consistently there, there. So that, Parker, I mean, don't you think without seeing either team, Duncan would be on paper, the team you want to play?
You would think so. I mean, Altus has been kind of trucking along the whole season. You kind of want to, I'd probably want to play Duncan. That's just me, though.
Okay, now you got to remember this, Parker and Phil, because this has happened to me. Actually, this was a story that I put out on years ago on the sports page that I thought this would happen, and the next thing I know, it's blown up and put in everybody's locker, and it was a basketball team. I'm not going to say where it was, El Reno. And so, so you got to be careful. That's just our opinion. It's what the coaches, not the coach's opinion, but yeah, they took my words, and I was given what it was. Is I thought El Reno was going to get beaten this game, but qualify for the playoffs the next game, or the state tournament for the next game, and they blew it up, made a big deal about me. They win it. They look at me. They give me bad looks, and so I thought, you know what? I'm your motivation. I need a state tournament shirt.
And you got one.
And I got one.
He wears it all the time.
Absolutely, I do. I got him there.
Ridiculous.
I think that was in 2008.
If they'd won a title, he'd won a ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
David Vargas, the kickoff left to right on your radio dial. We're underway here, second half action, as David will kick this one into the end zone, and it's first down and 10 for the Lawton Eagles.
David's been just consistent, his whole career, and what a weapon for the defensive side of the ball. You have a good kicker. I'll tell you what, it's like having a 12th man out there on defense. Of course, David handles all the kicking duties for the Blue Jays. Punts the ball as well as kickoffs and extra point and field goal attempts. So he'll be sorely missed next year.
No doubt, big shoes to fill. That's for sure.
Big shoes to fill.
See what I did there, shoes.
Well, you're good. Rick with shoes done a great job of helping fill those shoes over the years. It seems like we've had a great run of good kickers here at Blue Jays for the last 20 years or so.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Stuffed. Oh, nice job there. Up the middle, stuffing that run for the Blue Jays. I think I'm going to give credit there to number 43, Hunter Thompson, up the middle.
Nice tackle there by Hunter. It's what you want to see, come firing off the ball. And
I was going to say some George Jones, who's going to fill their shoes.
Oh, look at you go. A possum.
I thought you might get that. Loss of 2 on the play for the Eagles. Brings up second down and 12. We have a new scoreboard leader in that Carl McGinnis game after this play. Little slant pass, caught at the 25, down at the 27-yard line. Gooseby on the tackle. Carl Albert back in the end zone, but they missed the extra point.
Ooh. Could loom large.
Darius Taylor, by the way, threw a touchdown pass. So, hey, anything you can do, Mr. Richardson, watch this.
Yeah, it's going to be that's an epic game going on down right now in Oklahoma City, no doubt about it.
8-yard pickup for about maybe a 10-yard pickup. It brings up third down and 2. And Harris got away from trouble, but it's going to be hit for a loss on the play.
Do you see big number 12 out there on defense for the Blue Jays? Jackson?
Talik getting some
reps there.
When the playoffs come along, it's all hands on deck.
That's good, though, because, Talik's probably next year going to have to play both sides of the ball.
Yep. So Carl Albert with that missed extra point, 20-14 over Bishop McGinnis. Fourth down and 2. It seemed like all these games are much further along than the Guthrie game, and it doesn't feel like this one. There was some
we
penalty.
had senior night. We had all that stuff, so we probably got off a little late. And
fourth down and 2, Eagles will go for it on their own 28-yard line. Why not? They need the 30, obviously, and flag thrown by the back judge. That means delay of game. So fourth down and 2 will now be fourth down and 7. And now they'll probably have to punt this one away. Marcel Stones and Kay Gugesberg will go back to retrieve this punt. They'll be in around the midfield area when this one's here. We'll see how Guthrie comes out offensively.
He just looks quick when he walks.
He does look
Have you noticed that?
He looks like Wes Welker.
Just
kind of the way he walks.
Yeah. Great kid.
Yes.
Great kid.
Punt formation. Lawton Eagle back at his 10-yard line. Googies and Marcellus back at their 45, another poor snap, and Lawton not going to be able to overcome this one. That's the third snap that has rolled up to the punter. Nothing he could do. He's done a good job of filling it and get rid of it, but this one will be hit for a loss, and the Blue Jays will have a first down inside the 15-yard line of Lawton Eisenhower.
Boy, things just keep getting a little bit worse for the Eagles. And I can't see, so I can't tell if we have a change of quarterback down there or not, but and I'm not joking. I literally cannot see down there. Same quarterback.
Same quarterback. It's going to be Jackson Waddell, but I think it's going to be a lot of simple handoffs. And we see Kiel Kaufman coming into the huddle. We'll see if he's the primary ball carrier, although Josh Raines remains out there as well. And we do see Jamal Ronisville out there at left tackle.
That's good to see. Good to see for him personally, just see him out there playing.
First down and 10 from the 12-yard line. 4 receiver set. Blue Jays will hand it off to Josh Raines. 2 touchdowns already as he'll spin, stays on his feet, and stumbled back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1 yard pickup.
So. This plays so hard, just doesn't give up on a play ever. Great effort, kid, and showed some shake, like we said. I mean, he's really, really came on this ball game.
Josh Raines, an 18-yard touchdown run and a 45-yard touchdown reception are his 2 scores tonight, as he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's second down and 10 from the 12-yard line. 9:01 to play in the third quarter. We'll see if it's a running clock. I forgot to look at that. I don't think. Well, I hope. I'm guessing there's not going to be a running clock. Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Josh Raines, going backwards. Now leans forward to on the left side across the 10-yard line, and stays on his feet inside the 5. He'll be pushed into the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Raines.
Holy smokes. What
Strike up the Guthrie band.
Sorry, Chris. I got excited there. So that what a heck of an effort.
I thought he was going to go out of bounds in around the 5. He stayed on his feet, just kind of like his last one. Then a rugby scrum pushed him into the end zone.
Now, granted, I'm blind. I can't see it, but it looked like a great play, Chris.
Raines, 10. I think we'll go 10 yards. We'll get the official count here in a second. David Vargas on for the PAT. Blue Jays come out in the third quarter. Of course, all set up by that poor snap on the punt. David Vargas on for the PAT. Blue Jays with a 40-0 lead, trying to tack onto it here. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. Blue Jays increase that lead now, 41-0. Timeout for Lawton. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know that Guthrie Tagging is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard. This time, Josh Raines with his 3rd touchdown of the night. A 10-yard touchdown run. Parker, how would you describe that touchdown run?
Determined. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. He would not stop. Very, very big game from him tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought he was down 2 or 3 times. David Vargas kick left to right on the radio dial will go into the end zone. Unreturnable. First down and 10 for the Lawton Eagles. Josh Raines with a 10-yard touchdown run. And so with 8:38 to play in the third quarter, your new score, Guthrie 41, Lawton Eisenhower 0. That is, of course, brought to you by our good friends at John Vance Motors.
Well, I mean, this is one of those nights where you might start seeing a running clock here before long.
Why not? Scoring update, Logan County team?
Yeah, Coyle. Coyle gets the win tonight. Of course, Coyle's going to finish second in their district, but Coyle wins big, 54-6.
We call that 45ing.
We call it what?
45ing.
45ing.
If you get over 45 points in his
man. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
run for the Eagles, going backwards back to the 19-yard line. Brings up second down and 11. 8:24 in rolling to play here in the third quarter. Guthrie 41, Lawton Eisenhower 0. I haven't messed up on the online scoreboard either.
No, you've done good.
I'm not keeping time. I'm not keeping down and distance.
Well, it's, you're giving a JV performance. Dennis Oaks, want to thank Dennis for giving us that coil
thank you,
score.
Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis Oaks. Longtime Blue Jay fan and announcer.
Of course, a great member of the Terror Insured Group. We'll have that TIG post-game show. When this one's over, handoff, running on the left side, 25, 30, 35, and finally brought down at the 40-yard line. A nice 21-yard run there for the Lawton Eagles with the backup running back for Lawton, number 27 with the ball carry there is DeBray Gates. Another first down. Looks like the Blue Jays have all their defensive starters out there intact.
Yeah, I think Jackson
with the addition of Philly Jackson.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, absolutely. And nice run by the young man on that last play.
Ball spot at the near side of the field at the 40-yard line, right from the Lawton bench. First down and 10 from the 40. Eagles moving right to left on your radio dial. 4 receiver set. They'll keep it on the ground with Gates, and not much there as Hunter Thompson will get the tackle at the 42-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. Second down and 8 upcoming. 7:20 to play in the third.
Hunter's done a nice job tonight on the defensive side of the ball as well, and been involved in quite a few tackles. Just kind of spreading it around a little bit tonight, Jays are.
Eagles to the line of scrimmage, getting everyone situated here. Looks like they're going to trips receivers to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Gates on the right side of the quarterback, Trey Harris. 7 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap. And going to be a little run on the right side up near the Guthrie 48-yard line. Looks like we got a new quarterback in there, Ethan Roberts, number 4, 5'6", 150-pound junior. This was the quarterback that we, on our scouting report, was the starting quarterback. Did not get the start tonight, but is in there now.
Yeah, a lot of players that, again, we were told before the game by Coach Beebe that they had heard that several players were going to be playing tonight. They hadn't played a great deal this year, I think, due to some different reasons, but starting to see some of the kids we were expecting, as you said, Chris, later in the game.
6:10 to go, third quarter. Third down and 2 for the Eagles. They need midfield for the first down. They'll try to run with it with the quarterback on the right side, and he will just get there as he tripped up in the backfield. Tripped up by David Scott.
David been a stalwart there at the defensive line all year, and really last 2 years. Really came on this year. He's had a great senior campaign.
Bishop McGinnis had a touchdown run by Richardson, but called back. So it looks like the Irish are threatening. They get a good field goal kicker.
Yes, they do. The kid's got an extremely strong leg.
First and 10 for the Eagles from midfield. Ball's on the far hash mark in front of the Guthrie bench now. A little battle between the football. The quarterback will keep it. Trying to get to the left edge. Does get it as he's out of bounds in around the 44-yard line. He was tackled inbounds. Clock continues to run. Kel Kaufman pushing him out of bounds, and the Eagles will pick up about 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 upcoming. On the other side of the state, Bishop Kelly and Collinsville are your district champions over there. So, if you want to look at long forecast type thing, Guthrie looks like right now will be going to Duncan. Oh, by the way, Duncan up 3 scores now, 42-21.
That's a wrap almost.
Second down and 4. Quarterback keeper, and he'll get 2 yards at most. So third down and 2 upcoming. When you look at the playoff bracket, if a lot of fans haven't looked at that quite yet, but when the bracket comes out and if Duncan holds on to this lead right now, Guthrie would be going to Duncan. If Guthrie wins the first round playoff game, it looks like it would be a trip to Collinsville.
Yeah, and of course we've made a lot of journeys over the years that side of the field, or that side of the state, I should say, and of course, I think in 5A you'd have to obviously give the nod to the west side, a little more dominance, obviously, and much like what you see in the 6A.
Especially with Booker T. Washington out of 6A2 and Tulsa Central down.
Right.
As far as a program. Third down and 3 for the Eagles. Up the middle, going nowhere, going backwards, and not going to get the first down. They're going to mark him about the 48-yard line. They need, or excuse me, the 43-yard line. They need the 40. Obviously, the Eagles will go for it here on fourth down.
Nothing to lose at this point. They're going to keep the kids out there and try to get something on the board for the Eagles.
Tahlequah leads Claremore 14-7. Again, Tahlequah, Claremore fighting for the 2 and 3 spot over on the east side of the state. Right now, Tahlequah with a touchdown lead, 14-7. The Eagles go for it. 4th down and 3 from the Guthrie 43. I think this is the deepest Lawton Ike has been all night in Guthrie territory. Mishandled there, wide open downfield, and it's caught at the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, obviously a busted coverage there by the Jays. There's sadness on the Blue Jays sideline. Shutout is gone. I don't know what that will. I'm sure the Coach Beebe will relive that a few times over the weekend. Pretty stingy. Doesn't like to give up those points.
Well, if you're a backup player on defense, you might get in quicker because now the shutout's
out.
Gone. So might as well
get them in there.
Get them in there. So we've had one break. I'm trying to catch up on my breaks here. I don't know what break number we're on. Extra point for the Eagles is good. So the Blue Jay lead now down to 34 points, 41-7. We'll take a timeout. Here in Lawton, this is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
They say talk is cheap, and they're right, especially when it comes to football. Only the most talented, hardest working, most physically fit, and best coached teams win football games. It's the same with John Vance Auto Group in Guthrie. We don't just talk about great service, best price, and a free lifetime powertrain guarantee. We do it. Come by and see for yourself.
Everything you've heard about the John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
I-35 exit 153 in Guthrie.
John Vance Auto Group.
I'm Mike Gundy, head football coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Respect of the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials is necessary at all levels of athletics and activity programs. Your conduct is a direct reflection of you, your community, and your school. Sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Do the right thing.
Welcome back in Lawton, Oklahoma. Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Lawton Ike on the scoreboard. 43-yard touchdown pass. Wide open was DeAndre Tisdale. So 3:49 to play in the third quarter. Guthrie shutout is gone. 41, I thought was 7. We thought the extra point was good. The scoreboard does not reflect the extra point was good. So on our scoreboard, we'll just deduct a point and play it and call it good. 41-6. Eagles kick off, and they will kick out of bounds. And it was not even close. It goes out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Doesn't matter where it goes out of bounds. It will be first down 10 for the Blue Jays at the 35-yard line. I think it went out of bounds at the 30, but anyway, first down 10 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. It's one of those games you just want the clock to get to going.
Yes, it's not going right now. 3:49.
Yeah.
Officials yet to mark the ball. They obviously don't have a 2-hour ride home. Scoring update, by the way, in El Reno. El Reno Indians lead Lawton MacArthur 32-27. El Reno trying to get into the playoffs. They've been out for a little while.
That'd be big for the El Reno kids.
Sure would. Hand off to Josh Raines. He'll run on the left side. He's had a good night. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. Tackled here for about a 3-yard pickup. And won't be easy for them or Lawton MacArthur. Got to go on the road to. We do have a late flag thrown down.
Some extracurricular down there?
Lawton MacArthur or El Reno will either be at Carl Everett or Bishop McGinnis. It's a penalty against the Eagles.
Huh. What was the call on that, Chris? Did you see it? Personal foul.
Personal foul, yeah. against the Eagles, so this will move it into Eagle territory at the 47-yard line. You certainly think Guthrie will keep this on the ground.
Yeah.
And get this clock moving and get out of here. Again, the key. Escrow Chevrolet, key to the game, key to the second half. Be safe. Don't get hurt.
Be safe, no injuries. Get everybody on the bus and get them home in one piece, right? So
absolutely.
We'll see that clock going.
19 on the play clock. 3:28 on the game clock here in the third quarter. Jackson taking his time, rightfully so. Play clock down to 11 seconds. Jackson will hand it off to Josh Raines. He'll go over left guard, now over left tackle. He'll go across the 45 up to the 42-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for Josh Raines, and a flag thrown by the line judge.
Kind of after the play.
And away from the play. Clock stopped at 3:12.
That's a peculiar, I don't know what it's for, but that was a extremely late flag.
He saw something 40 yards away. Personal foul, Guthrie.
Huh. Well, trying to get control things a little bit down there, I guess, but I haven't really seen anything that stood out to us.
Let's see if we can get a 682 score update in Dell City. Would you go to Stillwater, Dell City, or would you go to Carl Albert McGinnis?
Oh, I'd do Carl Albert McGinnis.
Yeah, that was just a test.
Yeah. Did I pass?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 2 of them I passed tonight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Stillwater 28, Dell City 21. 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Wow. Can you imagine Stillwater run the table, go 10-0?
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
What a great night for Stillwater. Did I just jinx them?
No, I thought you were going to say go 10-0 then lose next week.
Well, that could happen. That would be terrible.
Oh, I got to look at my bracket real quick, see who would have that opportunity to do that.
Don't do that.
Of course, there's only a bad snap. Jackson falls down on that one inside the 40-yard line. Now, remember, our radio station's based in Stillwater.
Oh,
we got a lot of Stillwater people. I don't want to put that thought out there, but it just kind of – I was hoping you would say it so I wouldn't have to say it.
Terminate our contract. You know why?
I need my side notes here. I got all the brackets.
I may need a job on Friday night. That's the way it sounded.
Let's see. Stillwater, it would be someone like Muskogee. I think Muskogee's good.
Well, that's about a 5-hour drive up there to Stillwater.
Oh, yeah, some would say. Jack Swindell, pass caught by Brody Hinkle at the 45-yard line.
Oh, Brody, has he dropped a ball this year? Has Brody dropped a ball this year?
A good possession receiver.
Yeah, got great hands, runs great routes.
And, oh, by the way, the Lions Club Student of the Month.
Yep.
Him and
Little LeGrand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so great kids on and off whether it's the softball diamond or the football field. It's good to see.
3rd down and 17 for the Blue Jays from their own 46-yard line. They need the Lawton Eisenhower 37 for a first down. Option play off to Josh Raines, has the right side, midfield to the 45 and down at the 44-yard line. About a 10-yard run or so for Josh Raines. It'll be 4th down and manageable. We'll see if the Jays punt this one away for field position or go for it. Either one would be okay. 1:17 to play in the third quarter.
Well, that's a great example of Josh. He just lowers his shoulder. Didn't even think about trying to shake those guys. Just lowered his shoulder and just went right through them and picked up another, couple yards after contact. And we're watching a kid, I think, really kind of stake claim to that tailback position.
53 seconds going to the third quarter. Guthrie will go for it on 4th down and 6 from the Eisenhower 43. Jackson plants the feet, and it's dropped. Brody Hinkle. See, that's your fault.
Wasn't dropped.
I'm sorry.
Broken up.
Oh, broken up.
I'm blind and I saw that, Evans. What are you doing?
I'm filling out my 682 bracket.
Oh, boy. Chris is up here doing brackets. Dropped. I mean, don't put that kind of evil on me, Chris Evans.
Maybe that was me hoping he dropped it.
I'm telling you right now, I'm scared of his mother. I don't want anything to do with that.
I was just hoping he would drop it.
I know.
I paused and I forgot you were blind. I'm not going to get any help from you.
I can't help you. I saw the hand, though, from here.
Blue Jays turning it over on downs. Okay, back to my bracket here. That puts Sapulpa third, Muskogee fourth. I just don't know who Muskogee's playing yet, Stillwater or Midwest City. First down and 10. Eagles will roll out the far side with their quarterback. And he'll be, he evades a couple Blue Jay defenders. So you kind of see why he was the starting quarterback there a little bit of field. Yeah, great effort.
Nice effort. Got an official down. He looks hurt. Yeah. Got an official down, Chris. Looks. I mean, he's in some pain.
Slow to get up. Still. Was it the umpire?
Well, again, blind in one eye, can't see out the other, but I could sure see him go down hard. He's back up on his feet now.
Our favorite trainer in the whole wide world.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Chandra Dyer.
Does a great job.
Mercy.
How about our friends at Mercy? I'm telling you what, we talk about great.
Bobby Stitt?
Yeah, we talk about great supporters of all things Guthrie.
Yep.
Well, you throw them in there.
Rose Gathers at the clinic.
Do a wonderful job just all the way around. Don't get as much credit as they should, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with hospitals in so much trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good to have someone like Mercy in our community, in our county.
Absolutely.
Second down and 7 for the Lawton Eisenhower Eagles after a pickup of 3 yards. Low snap picked up. Quarterback in trouble. He's elusive, though. Has a little angle. Nice block by the Eagles. A midfield and down at the 45 is going to be a pickup of a first down with 16 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Young man's very elusive with the ball. Is he just a junior, Chris?
Just a junior.
Very athletic kid.
Now, Lawton Eisenhower, they're going to come to Guthrie some year, right?
Well, maybe.
This is our second year in a row to come down here.
I mean, it's still up in the air.
Is it a return trip possible for them next year?
Still up in the air.
So that means, let's see, Woodward will come to Guthrie. Lawton will come to Guthrie. We'll go to Guyman.
Knew that part was coming.
First down and 10 for the Eagles from the 45. Could be the final play of the quarter. David Scott almost had a sack now, and there goes the quarterback off on foot, pushed out of bounds near the first down marker, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Blue Jays will go in the fourth quarter with a 41-6 lead. Timeout from Lawton. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Lawton, Oklahoma, we get set for fourth quarter action alongside Parker Burnett, Braden Russell, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. Glad to have you on board tonight. Hot 93.7 FM KSBI, streaming worldwide on YouTube as well, as the pass is incomplete to begin the fourth quarter. Blue Jays brought the pressure once again. Cade Whitfield in the backfield. Stay tuned when this one's over. Terror Insure Group post-game show. We'll hear from head coach Kelly Beebe, get his thoughts on tonight's game, his thoughts on the first round opponent next week. Come to the playoffs, we'll also have our Guthrie North Church player of the game.
Chris, got an update from our good friend Ryan Cotting. Beggs wins 35-21.
Now, if Beggs would have lost, he wouldn't have sent that to us.
Well, you know what? Great human interest story up there, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
I know you didn't mean to be insensitive.
Well, no, I was trying to make fun of Ryan for a minute. Ball was dropped by the Eagles, blew up on me, and the Eagle quarterback down at the 44-yard line. Trying to make you always look the bad guy.
Well, we got to find. Well, you do a pretty good job.
I got to score an update. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett. Cashin?
Oh, Hello?
Yeah,
Okay,
Cashin?
sorry, I couldn't know if you can hear me now. Yeah, Cashin, guys, 10-0 district champs, beat Minko 26-13.
That's a good win. Minko's has been tough the last few years.
Doubt. Anytime you can go undefeated in the regular season and go into the playoffs on that with that kind of momentum, it bodes well for the Cashin Wildcats.
4th down and 10. Eagles going forward. Eagle quarterback trying to get away from 2 Blue Jays, and he does. Gets to the 40-35 first down and pushed out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Again, our scout report had him down as the starting quarterback, and
boy, he's elusive.
He
now.
is.
Tell you what, I mean, there was 2 or 3 Jays had an opportunity to get him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just flat out ran him to the corner. Excellent effort.
Ryan's a comedian on the side.
Yeah, I just saw that.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at the 29-yard line. Feels like they really are bad tonight.
We got some ornery friends.
First down and 10, handoff Gates up the middle across the 25. He'll get to the 24. 10:35 to play in the ball game.
See anything on the Carl Albert game?
Well, I haven't been getting any text messages from my 5A gurus, so I'm guessing nothing has happened. So I guess I better look. They might have me look it up. I thought we had a plan. They would tell me everything. I do have a couple updates here. After the 2nd down and 3 play from the 23-yard line, Eagles trying to get into the end zone for the 2nd time. Here comes the pressure once again. The ball's fumbled, and it will be fumbled out of bounds. And so Lawton will avoid their 2nd turnover of the night. Guthrie was eyeing their 29th turnover of the season, but don't get it.
That'd be crazy. Okay,
Lawton MacArthur regains the lead in El Reno, 35-32.
Wow.
Piedmont a little bit of distance with Woodward now, 34-21. Piedmont in the lead with 9 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. So it looks like my pick of Piedmont's looking pretty good right now.
That's my job, Chris. You don't get to do that.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I have Woodward? I was the only one who went with Woodward, didn't I? My bad. 3rd down, 13. Eagles with 4 receivers. Quarterback rolling out. Here's pressure again. Throws it late.
Oh, boy.
A dangerous pass, and it's incomplete.
Boy, that was almost complete, Chris.
It certainly was. Incomplete on 3rd down, 13. 4th down, 13 upcoming. Duncan continues to hold on to a 21-point lead, 42-21. Both teams entered 8-1. Duncan number 10 in the rankings. Altus number 5 in the rankings. Altus only lost this year coming from Ardmore. Duncan's only loss coming in to Ardmore. Now Ardmore had a little bit of a harder time with Altus than they did with Duncan.
Yeah.
Beat Duncan 34-7. 4th down, 13. Eagles will obviously go for it. Twin receivers each side. All day to throw. Going downfield, center of the field, into the end zone, and it is almost intercepted by Kel Kaufman. Probably a good thing that he didn't, because the Blue Jays will have the football at the 33-yard line. So if he would have had the interception, it would have gone out to the 20-yard line. So.
Well, the last thing I have on the Stillwater game was put up about 10 minutes ago. That's 28-21 Stillwater. I think you had that with 2 minutes left to play. I think you had that earlier.
9:30. Boy, this game is taking a long time to play tonight. I didn't realize what time it was. And what do you know? There's exactly 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the ball game.
Well, we're
see what I did there.
I know. Stillwater defeats Del City 28-21.
Is that a final?
That's final.
I'll fix that in my bracket real quick. Stand by.
We've got 3 minutes left. Carl Albert has the ball on the 50-yard line. With about a minute left now. Still leads 2014.
What's my tiebreaker? Midwest City, Del City. Midwest City has the tiebreaker, so Midwest City will finish 2nd. Did I miss a play?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. 1st down and 10, it goes backwards. 2nd down and long upcoming for the Blue Jays. And Del City will finish 3rd. Okay, the 6A2 bracket is finalized.
Yep.
You ready for this?
Excuse me. Stillwater defeats Del City 35-21, not 28-21.
All right. So, 6A2 bracket, Muskogee travels to Stillwater. And Del City will travel to Booker T. Washington. Lawton will go to Bixby. and Sapulpa will go to Midwest City. So, hey, one West Side school in 6A football will host a playoff game.
That's big time.
That is big time. Second down and 15 for the Blue Jays. New running back in there, Bibbs. They'll go backwards for a yard. Third down and about 16 upcoming. 8:39 and rolling to play in the ball game. So your 6A2 bracket is finalized. By the way, the Thunder win tonight 134-111 over the Washington Wizards. Russell Westbrook, 23 points, 3 rounds, and 12 assists. There's my partner helping me out on that Carl Albert game. 2014 Carl Albert, 1 minute left to go in that contest.
Be a nail biter to the finish. Minute's a long time when you got number 2 on your team. If he gets his hands on the ball, anything could happen.
I picked Carl Albert to win by 17 points tonight. A little bit closer than I thought, but still a good ball game as we expected. Caden Ballard-Stevens, I believe, is the new quarterback in there as he takes it from the 27-yard line across the 30 up to the 34-yard line, 7-yard run. And the Blue Jays appear they will punt the football away as we see Jamal Ronis run off the field. So Jamal getting a lot of action here in this ball game. Did not play all season long. 2014, 33 seconds left, and Carl Albert just got an interception, so you can mark it down.
Ball game.
Carl Albert will be your 5A2 district champions, and Carl Albert will finish second in District 5A2.
Yeah, that's sounds like they had one that'll be remembered for a while. McGinnis came back second half, and Richardson did his thing, and I wonder if he threw the interception. I doubt it.
So,
the
winner between Lawton MacArthur and El Reno will be going to Carl Albert.
Yeah. Looks to be Lawton MacArthur right now. Is that right? Late in the game.
Yep, and the loser between Duncan and Altus will go to Bishop McGinnis for a first-round playoff game.
Boy,
Altus McGinnis?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean,
4th down 8. David Vargas to punt this one away. His first punt of the night, I do believe.
I had one in the first half.
Okay,
actually.
second punt. I meant in the second half.
I'm sorry, I knew you did.
Second punt overall on the night, obviously, and it's a good one as that one's down inside the 30-yard line. We got 6:59 left in this ball game. That apparently is taking forever now to play. There's finals already in football, and we're still playing football in a 41-6 ball game.
We got reservations after this.
There is a limit on the company card. What did we last time? Well, they're probably not a sponsor, but I remember. Starts with a W, ends in an R.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
No. Still almost got my bracket almost done here. I need that Tahlequah Claremore update. Get that here in a second. Lawton Eisenhower football from their own 27-yard line. First down and 10. Lawton Ike will end their season here tonight. Looks like they're going to go 2-8 on the year. And David Scott says, get down. And David Scott gets the sack beyond the 25-yard line. David Scott, another big player on that defensive front for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he's going to have to come up big next week. And
it's official, Phil. Duncan wins.
Duncan wins. Wow. That's a shocker, I think, to most everybody. Probably except for the Duncan kids. Obviously,
I thought Duncan would compete very well in that ball game, and anything's possible on a Friday night.
It is. Anything's possible, but that's still, I know we both had it wrong.
So Guthrie's going to Duncan.
You know what that means? We're going to Duncan.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Duncan.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. It was me going to Altus, now it's me going to Duncan.
I'm back on the team.
Eagles with a big play up the far sideline from the Guthrie bench. From the 23-yard line all the way to the 49-yard line, 26 run. It'll be a first down for the Lawton Ike Eagles. So Blue Jay fans, Blue Jays will be making the trip to Duncan, Oklahoma for their first round playoffs. You can mark that one down official.
That opens up all kinds of possibilities. There's a good barbecue place in Chickasha.
Well, we're going to be a couple $100 in the hole because we got to write a check for that broadcast.
Well, I'm sure
two checks for that broadcast.
Sure somebody will sponsor for that.
First down, 10. A little throw on the run, and is it caught? Comes out incomplete. Caden Ballard-Stevenson on the coverage for the Blue Jays. Second down and 10 upcoming. 5:24 left in this ball game. Penalty on the Blue Jays. Might have been a late hit on the quarterback. El Reno back in the lead. 39-35 in that game in the fourth quarter.
Wow, just a back and forth battle.
Tahlequah leads Claremore 21-10. So Tahlequah is going to finish second in the district. Claremore will finish third in the district. So 5A4 is officially in. Collinsville is the district champions. Tahlequah will finish second. Claremore will finish third. And Skytook, make sure they won. They should have won big tonight. Skytook, still a 6-point game against East Central, 13-7. That in the fourth quarter. So we won't put Skytook in there quite yet. First down and 10. Another pass. This one's caught at the line of scrimmage. Down quickly, though. J.D. Kuhnfield and Turvey Williams on the tackle. No pickup. It'll be second down and 10 as we go under 5 minutes left in the ball game. Ada toss Edison Prep, 23-20. Last reported there. That game is for the second and third place game in District 5A3.
Sure CA went final by now, probably.
It is final, yes. Yeah, final score, Carl Albert 20, Bishop McGinnis 14.
It's a battle.
So the 5A bracket's starting to come clear here. Still, we gotta look at the Aiden McAllister Coweta 5A3 scenario. Second down and 10 play. And down with a sack at the 40-yard line. Stevenson. Was that I think Stevenson on the sack there.
I'm a guessing.
Well, yeah, you can't see. I'm looking down and filling out brackets.
You love your brackets.
I do. I love brackets.
Love brackets.
Love brackets. Let's get an update on the Piedmont Woodward score. What's happening there? Piedmont still on top, 34-21. Last reporting there. Make sure my app is updating here. Third down and 15 for the Eagles. Again, more pressure in the backfield. Guthrie defense, this one by Gooseby this time. Blue Jays have been all in the face of the quarterbacks tonight. Blue Jays going to finish out the regular season 8-2.
Heck of a year.
Yeah, that's Parker in our ear.
The best finish since 2014, probably. No. Yes, actually.
Yes, 2014.
No, well, no.
Fourth down, 15. Eagles go for it. Quarterback scrambling.
Yeah.
And he will be pushed out of bounds shy of the first down, so it will be a turnover on downs. I can pull it up right here on my fancy computer. I think that's right, too.
Season 2014, lost in the quarters, wasn't it? So
pull that up here. I don't want to mess up my drop frames, but I'll take that risk for you guys. Desktop.
It was up northeast part of the state. I'm trying to remember.
Skytook?
Yeah, wasn't that right?
I'll take all the guessing away here in a matter of moments. I got to get my
trusty laptop Friday.
Yeah, I got a little Excel file on Blue Jay football. I'll pull that up here real quick.
You don't have one of those on me, do you?
Oh, running deal. Blue Jays take over first down and 10. Hopefully they can take the final 3 minutes and 20 seconds off this game clock. Caden Ballard-Stevenson, the quarterback, will run up the middle. And he'll come to the near side and be at the 40. Still on his feet, 45 midfield. There's a flag down, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. But this one likely coming back to a holding penalty back at the 34-yard line. Well, let's look at it, guys. Guthrie in 2015 was 7-4. But in 2014, they were 10-2 that season. Blue Jays started up the year off 9-0. Deer Creek got them in Week 10. Deer Creek won that game 26-21.
Did we really have to relive that?
Well, I was just, you asked for that. I'm trying to give it to you.
And it was a mistake.
So Guthrie 9-1 the regular season. Went to hosted Altus that year, won 47-17. and then went on the road second round to Skytook and lost that game 13-10.
Wow.
So best season since 2014.
It's good for the kids, good for the program, good for everybody.
Coach Kelly Beebe getting ready to go 36-19 as a Blue Jay head coach. In the month of November, Blue Jays are going to now be 4-6 under head coach Kelly Beebe. But when you look at his October record, he's 18-4 in the month of October.
18-4 in October. And I think we were a little surprised, actually. Of course, one big difference is the state title that former coach Rafe Watkins, but only a couple victories difference between Kelly Beebe and Rafe Watkins.
Yeah, when you look at, I have to revisit the numbers, but I think it was the first 3.5 seasons. I think Rafe was up 3 games more than Kelly as far as win-loss record.
Very similar, though, in wins and losses.
Of course, Rafe had the state championship in the second year. 2.5 minutes left in this one. Second down upcoming. Second down, we'll call it 15 for the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays didn't win a state title in football for 60, 70 years, and you rattle off 4, and it kind of becomes an expectation.
Yes.
So.
Caden Mallard-Stevenson, shotgun snap. He'll roll to the left side. He'll run with it. Could be next year's starting quarterback across the 35 down to the 37-yard line. Inside edge right now, I would think.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. I mean, of course, he grew a lot last year and has done a nice job at the cornerback position this year. You know, I would expect him to be under center next year for the Blue Jays. Athletic kid, always has been.
100 seconds left.
Told him the other day if he just needs to eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, about 20 of them a day. Put on a little weight.
3 receivers set. Handoff Bibbs up the middle across the 40. 45 down at midfield. Nice hard run there. Right, number 23, Terrence Bibbs, 5'10", 200-pound senior.
Terrence, one of those kids that hasn't got a lot of playing time in his career. Out there every day working hard with the Jays. Get an opportunity to carry the ball a little bit here for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays can go victory formation if they like here. Stay tuned. Terry Insure Group post-game show. Get the thoughts from head coach Kelly Beebe on this game here, but more importantly, get his thoughts on the Duncan Demons, where the Blue Jays will be next week for the first round of the playoffs. We'll also have our Guthrie North Church player of the game. 105. Maybe 2 more snaps left in this one. Bibbs gets the carry on the right side. Still on his feet. Feet taken out from underneath him at the 48-yard line. I think Guthrie will have to snap it one more time to put the final touches on this one.
Did you get a final on that El Reno game?
I can effort that.
That's kind of the last one we've got to put a bow in your bracket, isn't it?
Well, I also need the. Let's see here. Not that it matters to you, but
not that I matter.
I need the 4 spot in 5A District 3. I think it's going to be Ada. Could be Coweta.
Ada, yeah.
McAllister lost, so it's not them. So, who you want to hear? Oh, okay, I got 39-35 still, El Reno. No update. That's the ball game here in Lawton in 3 seconds officially. Both teams already shaking hands at midfield, and that is the ball game. The Blue Jays come to Lawton and cap off an 8-2 season. Final score tonight, Guthrie 41, Lawton Ike 6. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Terror Insure Group post-game show. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Sonic has every slush flavor someone could ever want.
This is basically slush headquarters.
For sour blue raspberry plans world domination.
Well, not if Lemonberry has anything to say about it.
Oh, Lemonberry, you're already sour. Come to the sour side.
Never. I'll never join you.
Refreshment just got colorful with new slush flavors like blue raspberry made with Nerds candy. And start your day with the 99-cent morning drink stop.
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
This is how you Sonic.
Accepting the loss of a loved one is the hardest thing we will ever have to do. At Nelson Monument Company, formerly Warren Monument Company, we aim to make selecting a memorial an easy and healing process. With our compassionate service, state-of-the-art design software, and our new and improved facility, we offer the best overall experience in the industry. Nelson Monument Company, located at 5305 South Division Street in Guthrie. Give us a call at 405-282-3220.
Hi, this is Asa Nelson, and from our family to yours, we would be honored to gain your trust.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
And these are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours?
Wow.
I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Golden chicken. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Lawton, Oklahoma, got the Blue Jays on the road, take down the Eagles. Final score tonight, 41-6. Blue Jays finished the regular season with an 8-2 record. Lawton finishes the year with a 2-8 record. Welcome in to our Insure Group postgame show, along with Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. As the TIG postgame show for the final time in their regular season. Of course, we got some playoff games to get to, but it was a fun night for the Jays as they scored early and often in this one. And a big part of that was because of our Guthrie North Church player of the game. And with that, let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett. My iPad's freezing up. There we go. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Guys, I'm down here with Josh Raines. Josh, heck of a game by you. Seems like you're really starting to get comfortable at the running back position. How do you feel like you played tonight?
Pretty good. Ran the ball whenever I needed to. Hit holes hard. Got the yards.
Josh, man, you had 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air, and that's the one I want to talk about. Jackson saw you open about 10 yards, but then after that you had 35 yards. You kind of started on this side, made your way over there, use your muscles. I thought you were going out of bounds 2 or 3 times. Take us through that play.
Whenever I caught the ball, I saw Marcellus lay down a good block, so I just kept on going with that, and then I saw him lay down another one, so I just had to be patient and let my block set up and hit the hole.
Josh, of course, you played running back all, through Little League and all through junior high. Started this season, obviously, as a starter on the defensive side of the ball. Due to some injuries, have got an opportunity on the offensive side of the ball. I got to ask, what do you like more? You like carrying the ball? You like playing defense? What do you enjoy the most?
In my opinion, I enjoy the running back spot because I've played it all my life and I feel more comfortable at it. Defensive end was new to me. I'm more comfortable at the linebacker position on defense, but I still feel more comfortable at tailback.
What was that conversation like with the Guthrie coaches, knowing you're going to get the ball a little bit more offensively? Your role is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Obviously, your role is a big part of this offensive team, but take us through that process.
They were just like, you're still going to get a little bit of playing time on defense, but most of the time you're just going to be on offense, run the ball hard for us, get what you need to.
And Phil, that's something that we thought maybe would happen next year with Josh, and that's going to be true still. The 13's going to be busy next year, but it's come up a little bit quicker this year.
Yeah, so get your rest this offseason, son, because you're not going to have too many breaks next year, I can promise you. But we talked about it, Josh, a little bit during this ball game. You just seem to get a little more of your rhythm and just your timing and back there at tailback. And, of course, that's a big part of being successful at the tailback position. And, when you don't play that position for a year or so, it takes a little time to get back in the rhythm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whenever I first got back there, got the ball, I was off a little bit. Haven't really played it that much this season. But played the McGinnis game, and after the first quarter or so of the McGinnis game, it was all coming back to me, hit the holes hard, just did what I need to.
Yeah, of course, next week, Josh, I don't know if you've heard this yet or not, but we're going to Duncan.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about this team heading into the postseason? I know you got one more game to go up here and hopefully keep the season alive.
Our defense is pretty strong. They do what they need to. They show out, especially Dominic Gooseby, leader of the defense, keeps us all hyped up. Offense, they're starting to come along. At the beginning of the season, they weren't doing that great, but as we go through the season, they just got better and better, and so now I feel like we could still do better on offense, but we're still doing pretty good on offense.
Well, Josh, congratulations. Guthrie North Church player of the game, 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air, and the games only get bigger from here on out. But congratulations tonight. Have a safe trip back home. Have a great week of practice, and we'll see you in Duncan.
All right, thank you. You too.
Josh Raines, Guthrie North Church player of the game as the Blue Jays take down Lawton Eisenhower. Final score 41-6. Take a time out here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show. When we come back, we'll be joined by Guthrie Bluejay head football coach Kelly Beebe. Get his thoughts on tonight's game and those Duncan Demons. After this timeout, this is the TIG postgame show.
Glenda here with Jim and our Red River Roofing crew. You've known us for 16 years of quality roofing services, and we are also proud installers of Diamond Coat pre-finished siding.
This quality wood siding product is scratch resistant, comes in custom color option, and will actually increase your home's resale value.
With a 30-year no-fade warranty, this siding is sure to impress.
Durability is #1, so choose a stylish exterior siding that will last.
Call today to boost your home's curb appeal with beautiful Diamond Coat siding. Visit us at redriverroofing.com.
Coming up next, it's the Terra Insure Group postgame show featuring stats, highlights, plays of the game, on-field interviews, and the player of the game.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Tonight, the Blue Jays travel to Lawton, Oklahoma, get the victory over Lawton Ike, 41-6 to cap off an 8-2 regular season. Best season for the Blue Jays since 2014. Yeah. Blue Jays a second-round team that year. Bring in the Blue Jay head football coach Kelly Beebe. Get his thoughts on tonight's game. With that, let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Tonight, you end the regular season on a win. How do you feel like you guys kind of played?
Well, I'm pleased with the win. Obviously, I'm concerned with the penalties. Now, the officiating was very tight tonight, and I talked to him before the game about making sure that this thing stayed in hand with the two teams in their situations as far as one heading for the playoffs and one not. Mm-hmm. And I would like to say something about Coach Burris and Lawton Ike this evening. I thought his boys conducted themselves very well. But the officiating was extremely tight. We had a couple of touches on the quarterback. They called personal fouls. And those kind of things. And the holding on the perimeter is something we have got to dress up. They're hustle plays, but we got to learn to disengage. As far as the game itself, fairly physical effort. I kind of felt like the kids were kind of thinking about what was going to happen next week a little bit. which is natural. Sometimes you just have to go through games and just kind of gut it out, and I've kind of felt like we did that tonight. We got some good field position during the course of the ball game, and played some pretty darn good defense and some pretty darn good offense, and David kicked the ball well. I would just say tonight was a pretty good, solid effort, kind of sandwiched in between McGinnis and a first-round playoff game.
Coach, our key to the game was get out of here safe and healthy. Did we accomplish that? Yeah, we took Campbell out for the second half, and if it would have been round one, he'd have stayed in. Yeah. It didn't get as many kids in as I would have liked to tonight, but the game conditioning I felt like was key for us defensively. We were able to sub, pretty heavy there offensively. I hated Caden got that long one called back. Yeah.
That's a heck of a run, but so we kind of felt like game shape, because we felt like we weren't in danger of being overly physical, and then number 4 was giving us a pretty good look at trying to tackle a scatty little guy. So all those things combined, all in all, healthy and in a pretty good place. I was pleased with the way our kids behaved tonight. And appreciate the fans that came over here. Appreciate cheerleaders and Coach Blackburn coming over. It's a good haul over here.
It is.
Yeah, it is a good haul. Now, we're happy for a lot of reasons, Coach, because the haul next week now isn't quite as far as we thought it was going to be. Of course, Chris and I had Altus winning that game tonight, and we were dead wrong. But
42-21.
Well, I don't know if there was turnovers on Altus's part. Altus is a very, very fine football team. I've seen a little bit of them on film. I've also seen a little bit of Duncan on film, and Duncan's, they've got some kids that can flat run. They got 2 receivers that are sub 11. They got a state champion receiver. They got a good offensive line, and their defensive line, they got some wrestlers on that thing that cause you some problems. They run an odd stack defense with a 2 high and a spoke, and it's a scheme you don't see often. They got a veteran coach down there, and Ricky Oliver calling their defense, and then J.T. Cobble, son of legendary, Big Tom Cobble, is the head coach down there, and they got a good senior class, and they're playing really good football. So we knew either team that we drew was going to be outstanding, because our district and obviously our cross district there with 5A1 are really the cream of the crop. You can throw Collinsville and Tulsa Kelly in the mix, but the power's over here.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it'll be an interesting matchup. I mean, you got Altus and Bishop McGinnis as Carlbert wins the district championship. Last week, Coach, we were kind of kidding a little bit that Dominic Richardson did everything for them. Well, tonight he actually played quarterback for them, so he really did a whole lot for them. But
threw a touchdown pass.
He did throw a touchdown pass.
None of that surprises me. Yeah. I said it the other night, and they take him off the field, they can't get a first down.
Yeah, right.
Well, he is that good.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe it's a cliche, Coach, but it is a new season, and you guys, didn't really have anything to play for tonight except for pride and staying healthy. But it is a whole new season, and playoff football is a whole different animal from the regular season.
Absolutely, we've got tomorrow to get started on it, and the kids are in a good spot. And like I say, there was way too many of them telling me scores during the course of the ball game tonight of these playoff games. I guess they were getting them from the parents and stands or whatever. Yeah. So they're excited. They're looking forward to it. I just wanted to come over here, and I wanted to make sure we improved this week as a team. Yeah. I think we did. Yeah. I think we got some fundamental stuff worked out. And I felt like just our attitude and our effort tonight was good, workmanlike. We accomplished the task at hand. Got out of here healthy, and just excited about where we're at. Being 8-2 is a big deal. It's hard to win 8 games. It's hard to win, it's hard to win 5 games some years. So very proud of these kids, especially these seniors have really been good leaders for us, and the underclassmen following in behind that.
Coach, we talked about it during the game, just that very thing, how this squad and this group of seniors, how much they grew up in the off season. That's a testament to the coaching staff. It's also, kids just grow up, and they grow up at different times. But it's been a joy to watch these kids this year and play as a unit and have so much discipline, and just really, you can just tell they really enjoy playing with each other. And of course, we're looking forward to going to Duncan next week and getting that W.
Absolutely, baby. It'll be a big-time atmosphere. We, ask all of our Blue Jays to come out and support these guys as they go lay it on the line, and just excited. The playoffs are always fun. No matter where you go into them, it's half the teams are eliminated, the thinning of the herd right there, and then, it's do or die. And on this side of the state, at this time, everybody's good.
Yeah.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Have a safe trip back home. Have a great week of practice, and it'll be a fun showdown in Duncan next week.
You guys, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe joined us here on the Terra Insure Group postgame show as the Blue Jays take down Lawton Eisenhower. Final score 41-6. Take a timeout. Come back. Wrap it up from Lawton, Oklahoma. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
After this, we bring you more from the stadium as the Terra Insure Group postgame show continues.
I'm Brian Sturkle with Interbank. You can bank on Guthrie's home team, the banking professionals at Interbank. Our decision makers and the people who serve you work closely together to provide responsible service and personal attention. We appreciate your business and look forward to seeing our friends in Guthrie and the surrounding communities at the Blue Jay football games. We're located at 224 East Oklahoma, or you can reach us by phone at 282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Hello, Blue Jay family. I'm Pastor Hetty. I want to invite you to North Church Guthrie, where you can expect fun, Bible-centered kids and student ministries, life-giving groups, engaging worship, and powerful messages. I would love to see you and your family at North Church Guthrie this Sunday at 9:30 or 11 a.m. at Guthrie Upper Elementary School, where our vision is to love God, love people, and follow Jesus. And remember, God loves you, and go win.
Don't go away. More of the Terra Insure Group postgame show in a moment.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
When it comes to Guthrie Blue Jay athletics, Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter from the first game all the way to the championship game. Along with many years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Chuck and Lynette Hayes take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. Chuck and Lynette have not only supported families in the Guthrie area for countless years, but have supported Guthrie student athletes succeeding on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz, or simply give them a call at 405-282-3100.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, and Seth Robbins. They aren't limited to any single provider. They'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 293-4880 or stop by at 2403 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Terra Insure Group postgame show. Final segment here in Cameron Stadium. Cameron University and Lawton, Oklahoma Blue Jays on the road conclude the regular season. 41-6 victory over Lawton Eisenhower. Eagles finished 2-8 on the season. Yeah. Blue Jays first round playoffs in Duncan next week.
Yeah, surprise, right? I mean, I think all of us had Altus winning that ball game tonight, which would have taken the Blue Jays to far deep southwest Oklahoma. But we're going to go south, but just not quite as far west. So it should be a fun ball game next weekend, and Blue Jays back in the playoffs, coming in with some momentum this year.
14th straight season the Blue Jays have been in the playoffs, and it will be for keeps next week, and we'll have the broadcast for you. We do believe it's going to be 7 o'clock. It is Friday night. We do believe it's going to be a 7 o'clock broadcast. Our pregame show, of course, will begin at 6:30. Just some quick final notes. Carl Everett beats McGinnis, so Carl Everett is the district champions. Bishop McGinnis finishes second. Guthrie finishes third. And have not got
just got a quick update. 46-42 El Reno. About a minute and a half left in the ballgame.
Okay, so El Reno, Lawton MacArthur, both playing, trying to get to Carl Albert next week.
Working awful hard to get there.
Working awfully hard. Piedmont Woodward, still no update. Piedmont was winning by a couple touchdowns. The winner of that game gets to get the trip to Ardmore for that one. So we'll have all the brackets and all that good stuff throughout the weekend, so be able to catch up on it. It should be a fun playoff season, Phil.
Well, it's just, like I said, it's good to see the Blue Jays going into the playoffs with some momentum this year and healthy. Pretty healthy group of guys. We a couple little surprises. Saw big Ronas down on the field tonight, which was good to see. And so Josh Raines had a real breakout game on the offensive side of the ball. So a lot of things going the way of the Blue Jays right now. So
nice play good football at this time of the year.
Great opportunity to get out and get a W next week. Encourage everybody to come out and support the Blue Jays in Duncan.
All right, that does it for our broadcast as the Blue Jays win. Final score for the final time from Cameron Stadium in Lawton, Oklahoma. Guthrie defeats Lawton Knight 41-6. Big thank you to Daryl Jones back in our Stillwater studio as we go across the 10 o'clock hour tonight. It's a long football game. From Cameron Stadium, for my partners, Braden Russell, Parker Burnett, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you 1 week from tonight in the first round of the playoffs as the Guthrie Blue Jays travel to Duncan. Should be a good one. Be sure to join us if you can't make it to Duncan, Oklahoma. Pre-game show begins at 6:30. Until then, have a great night, have a great weekend, and as always, go Blue Jays.
You've been listening to Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions on the Guthrie Radio Network. Guthrie Football 2018 is brought to you by Interbank, strengthening our communities through community banking. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Guthrie North Church, love God, love people, follow Jesus. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. And Eskridge Chevrolet, a name you can trust for over 50 years. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by F&M Bank, Guthrie Tag Agency, A-Team Overhead Door, Nelson Monument Company, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33, Red River Roofing, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.